どうも。前原君、どうも。
Hey kid, want to see pictures of a corpse?
どうも。
Shut up. No, say no, what the hell? He was literally using him as bait, but doesn't have the decency to say so. I think I would just say, yeah, I'm gonna be real with you, homie. You're the only lead I have, and the only way to get you out is by using you as bait. Do you accept these terms? Might make it better than being used. Okay. Okay, are there jump scares? No, it's more like the mood of it. Maybe like the sound effects might scare you, right? Hit post. Let me change this live instead of waiting room. There we go. Hi. Why would a guy like him be upfront about that? I don't know. I don't know. I just don't get it. Maybe I'm just a little weird guy. Probably, right? Hey, come here. Hi Flay, hi Runes. Hello, how are you? How was your nap? It was okay. Voice seems better quality, so that's good. Let's see. The only mistake I made is that I had something salty before sleep, right? So that sucks. Because then it dehydrates you pretty fast, but I guess salt is like that. Okay, I guess this is normal. It sounds a bit more rested. Makes sense. I expected this to be the case with Rust. I think this week I was like, ugh! Luckily, and unfortunately, I got a bit of delays on stuff, so I get more time to do it. So thank you to my manager. Happy New Week. Hope you have a good one, Flayon and the Macarons. Thank you, Normal Mar. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Hello. Yeah, I got some rest. It's like that. I think the hard point is finding the line between, like, is this the safest option? Is this? Sometimes you don't know, though. Okay, look, it works. Okay. Flay, you gonna join Battle's Watch Along? I want to, but I'll have to finish within 3 hours, right? We'll see if it happens. I wanted to move it earlier, but I needed the extra rest, so I was like, okay, we'll just stay here. But hi, everybody. I'm playing Higurashi When They Cry. Many of you maybe know the anime. The anime is pretty cool, but the sound novel or the VN here is a different breed. They got two different vibes, but I feel like both of those vibes work. Umineko, maybe like only sound novel might be your best fit, but that's because Umineko is like chunky. Chunk. I think chapter 1 for Higurashi has 11 parts, and we're on we're going to be starting chapter 10 of 11 today. And then, so it's like 2. Yes, slice of life vibes. You are fine, I support you with my... You are fine, I support you with my heart. That's cute. Hi. I missed so much to stream last time. I'm so sad. Oh, don't worry. It was just like some needles and food here and there. Watching you outside your door, listening to you here and there. An older policeman using you as bait and showing you pictures of corpses. 2 adults going missing. So that sucks. Your friends are sus, or maybe you're the one sus, but regardless, you're still scared. So, yeah. Just that. The needle scene, it's... I get... Ew! Now when I'm thinking about it, it's gross. Imagine eating like a chocolate mochi ice cream and then... No, thank you. I think that scared me too when I was younger. I forgot. Let's see. End of chapter 9. Okay. I remember the first Higurashi anime did scare me a lot. I forgot what in particular. Look! Thinking about it makes me shiver. I remember last time... I just remembered last time. You guys were being so cute. Thank you, thank you. It takes guts to be vulnerable. What's a drug that makes you commit suicide? Oh my Jesus. Threat. These are such nice topics. Actually not scary at all. I tweeted my stream, right? Okay, tagged, blah, 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 blah. The mochi scene. It's yummy. These tips. Yeah, we're pretty much at we're past the climax part. No! Domo. Why immediately? Domo. I do like his new one. I think if I had to pick new and old, I do like the new one a bit more. But the original's expressions are good. Let's see. Domo. Wait, I can't remember the voice for them. God.
Domo. Let's cut to the chase. Is there a drug that causes someone to kill themselves?
I can't remember it. It's hard because he has like that certain old sound to him, but it's not fully old. So let's cut to I hate that one. He's got a gut. Oh my lord. I touch. He has a watch. Okay. Wait, so is his outfit? Wait, yellow? Southern police officer. I can't remember if he had a Kansai accent. Let's see. Okay, that one. Okay. Brownish works. Brown works. He has no gut anymore. He's got no gut. Brownish works versus completely yellow outfit.
Domo.
Let me listen to his voice again. Hold on. Wait, I'll have to mute then. You like this angle? Really? Like, hold on then.
Domo.
Sid, oh my god. I want to get back to... I might finish the rest of that off stream. I'm still not sure.
Domo.
There's a Domo Hey, that's my stream.
Domo. Let's cut to the chase. Oya minasan. Domo. Domo.
I think that's lit. What do you mean don't make him sound hot? I'm not trying to make anyone sound hot. What do you mean? Are you trying to tell me something? Okay. I don't know if I can. Who knows? These days, I'm just like, who knows what people find hot?
Let's cut to the chase. Is there a drug that causes someone to kill themselves?
It's like Domo. A bit older, maybe. This is hard. Ugh.
Domo.
Not directly. No.
That's quite a roundabout response. You're saying there's one that does it indirectly?
But who's talking right now? Domo Man or Keiichi? You're inherently Ikebo. My voice is... Oh. Maybe it's always been like that. Oh, thank you. Ikebo Ikemen. I'm hot. Thank you. Right now my body's warm. But hot. That makes you happy. I put effort into that.
Something that puts you into a suicidal mental state like that. That's hard to say.
Like that?
What would a suicidal mental state be? Domo.
That's hard. You voice him.
Domo.
Too bad. If you were to come on stream, you need to sign like 50 papers. Like a person with a serious bipolar disorder. Oh, that's not fun. It's believed that people are most likely to attempt suicide when swinging from desperation to mania. Yeah. This is such a nice, friendly topic. Draw a sign. Sign on my stomach. Well, don't do that. Voice him all you want. Oh, are you sure? Clinical depression and bipolar disorder are different. Clinical depression indicates a prolonged state of depression, whereas bipolar disorder is characterized by a passive depressed state accompanied by a very active manic state. Oh? Individuals with clinical depression suffer from low self-esteem and are quite pessimistic, but rarely commit suicide. They do not have the willpower to commit suicide. I would never say that. Nor does media on its own lead to suicide. And that is an opposite effect, filling the person with confidence and making them feel as though they're walking on air. Thus, they do not commit suicide. Wait, who's talking? It's hard to tell. I can't pick this apart. That's interesting. Either state causes suicide, but when the condition changes, they might do so. Just think about it in the context of the game.
Well, there's a desire to commit suicide in a state of depression, but they do not have the willpower to commit such a formidable act.
Okay, so you're saying, like, I can sort of get it, like, when you fall down, you instinctively will try to catch yourself, right? That makes sense. Also, wait, let me change the pin link. Yeah, since we're late Higurashi. Shit, heavy warning. Heavy content warning, but not too heavy, but, you know, just be careful. There you go. I just fall. Are you okay? Hey, pin. Be careful.
But when they enter mania, they gain a burst of willpower and their body moves as they desire.
I see. So it means they gain the willpower to... Jesus!
Oh, that's how it goes. That's why patients are given sedatives during that time to keep them from acting on their impulse.
Then, was Tomitaki the bipolar? No.
Well, people who suffer from bipolar disorder generally commit suicide by more civilized means.
I don't think many people claw out their own throats.
Like, say, banging or jumping off a building.
What the fuck is he talking about? Why are you like this?
Some artists, though, going through withdrawal is completely different.
Tomitaki's death wasn't civilized. So one would think it was caused by some foreign substance. Aside from the start. Tell me of a drug that causes someone to commit suicide.
Well, there are reports that methamphetamine overdoses produce a condition that resembles bipolar disorder.
What? I just got here. I know. I guess it's the 80s, but still, I'm just like, what the fuck? It's a stimulant. I see. Barbiturate overdoses are also reported to cause erratic behavior.
That's a sleep aid.
Oh, there were no signs of stimulants. Are there any other possibilities?
Well, all I can think of is that it's some sort of illness. Something like Graves' disease, which affects the thyroid and is known to cause symptoms that resemble bipolar disorder.
So that voice isn't sexy, right? Math. Yes.
But Graves' disease has many characteristic symptoms of its own. The deceased exhibited none of them.
I wonder, is there something that could happen more spontaneously? Something that fits this case and would cause someone to want to commit suicide, all of us. Boy, why are we talking about this at like a Denny's to a 14-year-old? I don't. Who knows if he's talking to Keiichi or just another police officer, but still.
Now, are you familiar with organic mental disorders? In short, it's a condition where the brain is out of whack due to the physical injury or illness.
Okay.
They can be caused by drugs, and they can also be caused by physical trauma, encephalitis, a stroke, or even tumors.
Tumors suck. Well, basically, even without a drug, one can succumb to an irregular mental state.
Well, the deceased was surrounded after being chased, and his life was in danger, right? Domo. And all that stress could have messed with his brain chemistry. It hit his head, and those factors combined might have caused him to mutilate himself. It's a possibility.
So that voice works. That works. That voice works. Okay. That Fox. That's around there. Could you explain it to me in simpler terms?
Basically, he knocked his noggin in the brawl and then made him go haywire.
And his lady didn't have any intent to kill. Just smacked him in a bad place and he nicked some change. The two plump men laughed hoarsely. Keiichi goes point. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, it's obviously another police officer. But still, what the... Why are they so casual about it? I don't think I ever could be. I'm like the opposite. I'm not casual about things people might be casual about. But then... I don't get it.
Of course, it's not like that.
Oh, thank you so much for the sweet compliment. Thank you.
Undoubtedly. If it was habitual drug use, there's something mental, and the deceased body holds the key. How are things on your end? Oh my goodness, Loud. Oh, look at the time. I need to get back sooner or Guma-chan will get angry with me. Yeah. Good luck. Best wishes. Best wishes.
I don't know. It makes sense. You're either desensitized to it or coping. What would I be like? I think I was even. No!
Domo. Those guys just now. They had national diet badges.
Then it's a prefectural assembly member and it's city councilor Sonozaki.
That's interesting. The prefectural assembly member and the city council are related. Domo. It's dirty is what it is. Shouting out each other's name during elections. Well, one is up for election, the other one holds an assembly, and they double up their campaign activities.
What voice is this? I don't know what I'm doing. Why do you enjoy this? Thank you.
Blatantly. Domo.
I don't know much about this stuff, but isn't that against the rules of the election?
Well, as long as they have no prior consultation, there are no restrictions on their political activities. Guma-chan, the investigation division is going to be pretty tough for you.
See, it's nice. Yeah. I'm waiting for you to say it's hot, and then we're gonna see who's the old man lover. I know someone's here. Someone loves 40-year-old men and up. I can feel it. I know you're here. I don't have to say anything. Anyone normal will just go ... Okay. But the people who do, I can see it. I can sense it.
You should at least brush up on election policies.
I'm not suited for the intelligence division. 'Cause I'm dumb.
No, there's a prefectural assemblyman Sonozaki and city councilor Sonozaki. Also, Domo, the mayor of Inamizawa. All of them involved with the Sonozaki family. What crap.
I can't tell who's who! Because I don't know this other guy's ticks. If you're into older men, fine, I get it. Miguel O'Hara is right there, I understand. But I guess he's jaded 30-year-old. 30, 50? Who knows?
Looks like you were seen out by department chief and the deputy chief. And they came to me.
Huh? The Higurashi lad? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's been really quiet. Is your neck feeling itchy?
That night,
The chief invited me along to get some Odin. I thought that was it.
you have a long connection, so you might have learned something. Domo, did you?
Nope, not a thing.
Ma'am, I'll take the tofu fritter and a fish cake.
The counselor barked at me and the police chief said, "What food is that?" Oh, I can sort of see it.
Oh my, is that so?
Ma'am, I'll take another bowl. Prefectural Assembly member Sonozaki and City Councilor Sonozaki are both intimidating. Our snot-nosed career police chief couldn't handle being yelled at by them. They're like Yakuza.
A petition with your name on it came up regarding the investigation of Inamizawa's incident, and now it's being handled.
I see. It looks good. I want the hot dog wiener. Those are cute. The one that looks like an octopus. I want lunch like this, a bento.
Goodness me. I'm not the faintest. No need to play dumb. Reopening the past cases regarding Inamizawa, aren't you? No, I've already got my hands full of Tomitake's death, actually.
Really? If that's true, then there's no problem. Then there was a period of silence. Make the octo dogs, do it. Octopus wieners are difficult to cut as well. Exactly. Odin broth. What flavor broth? Beef? Chicken? Although you were silent, we made our headway on our food and drink. You're Bobiza. Hi. Oh, you mean my voice? Thank you.
Phew. That was quite the feast. This month has been a bunch of losses for me, so I'm all just feeling the pinch. Much appreciated. Nah, it's nothing. Let me get a horse again. I'll bet on the same one as you. I haven't been doing well there lately. I don't even be able to read the horses at all. Taxi!
Don't they charge big time today compared to like Ubers? I'm going by train. The police chief is taking a taxi. I have my own car, but it'd be rash to drive home. Can't blow it right before their retirement at the DUI. Are you death flagging yourself right now?
Even though he could still rattle off, it looked like his legs were already goo.
Oh my god, Machina.
Pushing him into the cab. Get the driver the police chief's address. Oh, see you again tomorrow. Happy New Year. Oishi-san. Yeah. The past incidents have all been closed. Stop lumping them all together.
He really said stop looking up these cases, I get it.
Those villagers half believe it's really a curse. No, I'm not convinced. You're gonna be retiring next year, aren't you? Aren't you gonna pay off your mortgage with your pension and move up to Hokkaido with your mom? Well, mother binds to return to the land of her birth. It's the least I can do. And the pension. Well, let me enjoy myself in Susukino.
The police chief may issue a special retirement salary raise, he says. Huh? I've heard of it, but I've never seen it, but I guess I'll have to check it out. Thank you, Aku. Is that your favorite? Nice? You like old man voice? I see. Interesting.
Public servants' pension is calculated based on their monthly salary. So if you were to get a raise right before retirement, your bonus to your salary would be inflated. That tends to be how it's done around here. Of course, it's not a custom that's thought of highly.
Have you never seen it? God, I just never seen it.
The difference between the bonus and the pension is quite a bit.
You know what? Yeah, I do. What do you do? You make them sound very nice. What about it? Thanks, Tsundere, number one. And any other Tsunderes in the chat?
Next time, nothing less exemplary from a raghead chief. But, well...
Casey and Ew! Huh. My name's Casey Mainland, and I'm moving to the village, to the small country town of... Hamathy. I'm here with my friends. Rachel Reginald. Mace Smitho. I can't do it. Ugh, God, I can't do it. I can't do it. I hate it. Casey? Keiichi? Oh.
That sounds something I can laugh at, but I'll laugh at it anyway. I don't think it's anything exemplary, but given how hard you worked, it's not odd you're getting that much of a pension. I'd like to get that much myself. If I can get it, well, of course I'd want it. Many.
What's Satoko called? Sasha? Sarah?
You'll get it. You're an adult after all. Oh, sorry for holding you up here, driver. Thank you very much. I closed the door roughly, interrupting the chief's conversation a bit rudely. I won't let the chief still had something to say, but he still smiled wryly and waved. I waved in return. The cat set up gradually and soon disappeared among the sea of lights. Oh, man. I wonder if I can really repay that loan.
What are you doing, boy? There we go. Yay! He's doing this right before he retires. He's like asking to death flag himself. Sleep, Eepy?
Man, go to sleep.
Why? The sound of muffled footsteps stopped in front of the door to my room. A moment of silence, as if whoever they belonged to was ascertaining if I was inside. Of all the things I should have been doing, I continued on with my restless slumber. I was very much conscious that my body hadn't caught up yet. Even with danger bearing down on me from just beyond the door. It was as if I was completely paralyzed, unable to move. Without a doubt, this was sheer terror. Please, just leave. Hey, why isn't my body awake yet? If they came into my room right now, then... I sprung to my feet and threw my covers at my mom, who was opening the door. Whoa. Keiichi? What's the matter? Sorry. I was still half asleep. I thought it was still 1 or 2 a.m. It's probably like 3 p.m. now, isn't it? Sleep paralysis probably reminds me of it from how you described that. But the morning sun was already streaming through the gap between the curtains. See, this is a nice game. It's just a son having nightmares and his mom is helping him. Great start to the stream. It felt nothing like morning. Yesterday, I must have fallen asleep right after that. Then I should have gotten a full 10 hours of rest. But it didn't feel like that at all. My internal clock was completely screwed up, and my sense of balance felt off. I felt feverish enough that it was clear to me that I was still not well. Oh, Keiichi? How are you feeling? Can you make it to school? Nah, skip that shit. I was well enough to go, but I wasn't mentally prepared for it. Mew for life. I was still plagued with the terror from yesterday. I want just consistent sleep for once. It's always wakes up multiple times. But how do I fix that? Do I have to take some supplement or something? Whatever. If I had swallowed that needle, what would have happened? Or what if it had pierced my tongue? There was undoubtedly a murderous intent. But I don't think that's all it was. If they really wanted to kill me, then there was other, more certain ways to do it. They wouldn't resort to such dubious methods as having me swallow a needle. I mean, that would be pretty, wouldn't you die from that? Or in extreme pain? Yeah, go to sleep, okay? Sleep well. If not, I'll find you. Meaning, I didn't want to believe it. But I don't want to ugh. Going that far was just a threat from Renan Neon. Aren't you glad you didn't die? But next time we'll use a more assured method. Yeah, I think you died from the internal bleeding. That's what I was thinking. If you can't, like, patch it up or get it out, like that. Something like sitting on a ladder with a razor inside would have been a joke compared to this. Did you make it to the hospital? Did you take your medicine?
Yeah, kinda.
What are you making that face for? Thank you for watching me play this.
She seemed more concerned about her son missing 2 days of school rather than him being sick. Parents. It was definitely mental fatigue. I wasn't really physically ill.
I wasn't really physically ill.
It'll be hard for you to get back on track once your daily routine is thrown off.
Come on, get up. They say wellness is a state of mind.
I heard that line many times before. I was given an award in elementary school for having perfect attendance, Altair, but it wasn't like I was healthier than everyone.
Luck? Come on, go wash your face. Breakfast is already ready.
Already ready. There isn't much time before Rena-chan comes and gets you. Mom's torment I couldn't argue about it, so I had to give up on skipping a second day.
Bro's life is at risk and he can't skip. He did have perfect attendance.
By the way, were you the one who got bean paste all over the living room wall, Keiichi? You shouldn't do something like that. Your father was quite angry. I didn't feel particularly guilty for yeah, it's horror VN type thing. So I didn't have much of a reaction. Let's see. Also, Mom didn't question me any further about it. She headed back downstairs after she was certain I was getting up. But Mion said that she left yesterday. I'd hate it if you missed school tomorrow. Came back and dulled in the back of my head.
I think for me, people eventually didn't give a shit. So I was just like, well, whatever. So it's like that type of thing. But if people don't care, then you don't care, right? Sometimes.
What did she mean by that?
Mom means well. She just probably just doesn't get it.
I didn't really have to even think about it. She was saying, don't be absent. Taking that a bit further, it was the same as her saying I should just go about living my life as if nothing happened, Terrence. If I showed any signs of acting unusual, I'd probably result in them making their move. For example, maybe I shouldn't pay attention to someone like Oishi-san enticing me with something I need.
Yeah. That works. That works. I don't know why he's... Shows kid dead body pictures, talks to him on the phone about freaking curses in a village and possible murders and all the murders. What the f...
Meaning, if I didn't watch my mouth or did anything differently for the norm.
What's happening is basically you have Keiichi Maebara who moves here from the city, and he has friends here in the country now, but there's been a string of murders before he moved here, right? Or people missing, and there's a curse. And then a photographer and a nurse that he met, the nurse goes missing and the photographer's dead. And a policeman shows up, shows him the dead body of him, and is strongly implying that it'd be someone he knows or his friends. It's like that. So now he's scared. What's that? Thank you for being here there for me.
And in fact, it would end up flagging myself as someone who is not wanted. And it seems that was something that the girls didn't intend to forgive. So, I just went along as normal. No harm would come to me. Was that how it's going to be?
Yep, this much content only chapter 1. It's pretty much only arc 1.
All that misery I experienced up until yesterday would almost creepily just fade away. It was an enticing deal. Just by forgetting everything I'd seen or heard these last few days, I'd be able to keep living on like normal.
Interesting.
There's no way such a selfish thing could.
Poor baby. He's scared. I can't protect you.
I swallowed hard.
Can I even do that here? You can't even hear my heartbeat on this one. On the other one, probably. I once again deliberated on the idea I had just rejected. Mion was probably a good person who had her friends at heart. Yeah? Oh my goshness. Sure. Keep this on there. You like the R rolling? It caught me off guard. Why? Want this one? Hi. Okay. Meow. She was giving me who had mistakenly broken some of the rules. There's a chance. Was what I did really something so unforgivable? But Mion had given me another chance. I can't tell the difference yet between the high gain on this one and the ASMR mic. She was saying, if I just forgot everything and kept on living like I had been, I'd be forgiven. Keiichi, your food is going to get cold. Hurry up and get down there. I know we'll be here if you don't hurry. I'm coming. I crammed my textbooks into my bag and hastily made my way downstairs. I picked up my somewhat bland breakfast. What's he eating? It seemed that I didn't have that much time. It was already passed and I usually met up with Rena. Given yesterday's events, she'd probably be here in the next 5 minutes. What voice effect? What are you doing? I'm gonna bite you. I need to be ready to head to school by then. I had to forget everything that had happened the past 2 days. Forget it all, and return to my normal life. For this to be normal, I'll have to be where I normally meet up with Rena. Today of all days, the rice is dry. Ew. Ding dong. I jumped at the sun and dropped my chopsticks. Bite, bite, bite. What, you want to be bitten? Chime signaled that Rena had arrived. Mom hurried me along. Come on, Rena-chan's already here. Hurry, hurry! My mother's merry smile and my gloomy face were polar opposites. Honestly, I was reluctant to see Rena, who was waiting there on the other side of the door. Rena on the other side. Was it the Rena that I knew? I couldn't keep her waiting. I needed to do things as usual. Good morning. Yeah, I do look. Looking at my teeth, thank you. I don't know if I can do it here, like, let's see. See, I'm not sure if it's the same. I have to get to the other one. An invigorating greeting filtered in from across the doorway. I came since Keiichi-kun was a bit late. Will he be okay today? I wonder. Kana. Right? It really isn't the same. It should be fine. The manner in which Rena was concerned was, without a doubt, the Rena I knew. But that was probably only if I reciprocated. So you're saying it left that much of an impact to be on your brain to be able for you to tell the difference? Okay. Alright. Loser. Forget everything that happened yesterday. Pretend as though nothing had happened. Forget about the gruesome dismemberment. Forget about the mysterious deaths that happened the following years. Forget about the people falling to their death. And the disappearances and the lynching, and the terminal illness and the suicide. Forget it. Forget all of it. What are you just trying to? I am happy. Everything is fine. Yeah, see, everything's fine. Forget that Rena and Mion were scary. Of course. Forget it all. It is a cute story. Forget about everyone. Forget about the mochi too. Forget. Rena once again asked me to make sure. Can you make it to school? Yeah, I'm fine. Great. Let's go, Mi-chan is waiting. Rena showed me her usual bright smile, but I couldn't find any hint of deceit in her expression. My nervousness dissipated, giving way to relief. In the last spot, it was just like a little fun food delivery, that's all, with a needle in it. He's gaslighting himself. Me too. But you see, Satoko-chan was so insistent that she could do it. As we were walking, Rena talked about a lot of different stuff, more so than usual. Then... And Satoko-chan is clumsy, so she built whatever how many times she tried. Oh, she was so cute. Everything Rena talked about was just silly nonsense. So I just replied every so often and laughed from time to time. He's on autopilot. It was a rather laid-back conversation. I passed by one of her neighbors and they called out to us. Oh my! Keiichi-chan, Rena-chan, aren't you two a bit late today? Mion-chan said she was going on ahead. Uh-oh. Did Mi-chan look mad, I wonder? Kana... We need to hurry up, Keiichi-kun. As we smiled and parted ways with our neighbor, they turned back towards me and stuck out a tongue. Not expecting that, I couldn't help but crack a smile. I'm suspicious of you. Keiichi-kun smiled. Aren't you always on autopilot? Maybe. I want to be free, though. When can I be free and comfortable in this world? Maybe never. Oh well. Huh? What? Rena stopped and stared at me. I was thinking that you still hadn't recovered from your cold since you seemed down this morning, Keiichi-kun. But now you seem fine. Fine. With a grin, she gently poked my cheek. No, Higurashi's about a murder mystery with the family. It takes place in the mansion. Uminako's the one about, like, a murder mystery in the country. It's a bright, sincere smile. Hey, Keiichi Maebara. How can you still doubt Rena after she shows you a smile like that? I have 3 issues that can give me a good reason to doubt that. Maybe I just had a high fever up until today. And I imagined everything that I had thought happened because I was bedridden and delirious. He solved the code. I really hope that was the case. If God would grant me just one wish. There's only one thing I'd wish for. I would want what had happened in the past few days. More specifically, the night of the Watanakashi up until last night. I wanted all of that to have never happened. Thank you, Ogyuu FLIPNOTE. Thank you for the art. I wonder how many times I'd wish for this these past few days. As long as Rena kept on smiling like this, I think it might just become a reality. So, I wanted Rena to keep on smiling. Keep on smiling. Thank you for making it. So, Keiichi-kun. Those mochi yesterday. Did he eat them all? That vain wish of mine was instantly shattered. My heart began palpitating. The relaxed morning mood suddenly became frigid. Rena's smile was the same as usual. Her eyes were gentle as usual. Those mochi yesterday, did you eat them all? Of course, she wasn't asking the question at face value. In other words, Rena was asking, did you get the message? She was probably trying to convey that. Keiichi-kun? I was reluctant to give an answer. Rena stopped walking and stared deeply into my eyes. Don't hesitate, Keiichi Maebara. Rena was acting the same as always.
wasn't she? I needed to respond in my usual way. Naturally, of course. But my throat and my mouth had gone dry. And my lips were stuck together. I can answer Keiichi. Not much time has passed.
The anxiety's real.
I could still keep the conversation going naturally. I had to say something quickly.
That? Reina playfully mimicked what I said when I finally squeaked something out. Reina's reaction was still normal. It seems that wasn't as long of a pause as I had thought. Somehow, I finally squeaked out the rest. Delicious. However, my strained efforts neither sullied nor brightened Reina's expression. For a moment, I panicked, thinking I had replied incorrectly. But after a few moments, Reina broke into her usual soft smile and giggled with a joyful voice that seemed to echo through the morning air. Being strung along by that laugh, I couldn't help but laugh as well. I see. So, did you eat all of them, I wonder? My timid smile froze again. Did he make it without swallowing the sewing needle? Was that what she was asking? If I had swallowed it, then I wouldn't be here. Nah, I couldn't finish all of them. There's still some left. I was scared out of my wits, but that's how I played it. Huh? What about the homework to see if you could tell which one Reina made? That homework, was it due today? Yeah, it's due today. You trying to look angry? There's probably a penalty game ready for you. Bro's anxious. We both laughed at each other again. To a casual observer, it was just a typical morning. Oh, thank you. I could just let myself believe it. And even I think it was just the usual morning routine. But I was certain I wasn't mistaken. Anxiety's not fun. I always feel it. Sometimes it won't leave, sometimes it will. There's something unimaginable buried beneath the facade of this giggling Reina. I think I have, some social anxiety. But then it's usually, I have a very good reason for thinking that. So, if it happens, then I get stressed again. So that. I recalled that unexpected, piercing voice that I could hardly believe came from Reina's mouth. The moment that image crossed my mind, I felt a cold sweat trickle down my back. I saw the scene from the new Higurashi anime. I like the old one. And because it has, the birds. Was it only at that particular time that something evil had possessed Reina? No, that was wrong. That was still Reina. Oishi-san told me, didn't he? Don't listen to that old man. That isn't...
Actually, Momo, I looked into her. Ryuko-san moved away to Inamazawa. She was suspended from school. It seems she went through her school building and broke all the windows.
Reina had a disorder that normal people didn't. No matter how pleasant she smiled, that fact would not change. But I couldn't even imagine how she looked as she broke out the glass throughout the school. Probably normal. One thing I knew was that it wasn't something spur of the moment. If it was some sudden outburst of anger, then maybe she'd break a pain or two. But she broke all the windows all throughout her school. Just imagine going through your own school breaking the windows with a bat. With a bat in particular? I see. Swinging full force at each pane of glass, one after another. Paying no heed to the flying shards. Your classmates aghast. Unable to move from the sudden turn of events. I wonder where she could have found the most windows lined up in a row. Probably the hallway. Are you scared? You don't need the rinse to hold your tail. You should just let me do it. Wind up, walk, wind up. I can hold everyone's tail. It was difficult for me to connect the horrifying image of that Rin is smiling at me right now. But I just had to imagine it. Impossible because it was unimaginable. That naive way of thinking no longer worked. The unpleasant, piercing sound of shattered glass. We pull our tails. Yeah, shut up. You willing to do that now? Do you want it or not? Do you want it or not? Last chance. Needy Makiruns. Hizurna treads across the broken shards, walking towards me. His classmates going pale as they forget to even breathe. I wondered what they did as Rena came closer, breaking windows along her path. Did they earnestly try to bring her back to her senses by saying something? I wouldn't want to hurt you, but I'd like to mess with you. Or did they jump at her, trying to stop her savagery? Or did they run to the staff room after being directed there by the teachers? Probably none of those. In the face of the blood-curdling sight, I've run bursting window after window. Undoubtedly, all they could do was silently clear a path for her. But dumbfounded, just clearing the path for Rena to continue. It was far too violent an act for them to seek refuge by looking the other way. That's not to say that we're looking the other way. They were doing the only thing they could do to protect themselves. If they had done something differently from the rest, then they have suddenly found themselves as Rena's new target. Yeah, really? What would Rena have done to whoever attracted her attention? She seemed more like she was just venting, but that's all I think. The answer was obvious. She would have undoubtedly acted according to her whims. Meaning they would. I would. Be the next window. Rena is staring into my eyes. Shards of glass crunching and crackling in her foot as she drew closer. I was also drawn into her eyes, paralyzed. And then Rena struck me with the bat over and over again. Like I was one of those windows. I crouched down onto the floor, desperately protecting my head. Rena didn't care whether it was my head or my back. Ceaselessly, she hits me again and again. What kind of expression was she making as she was doing this over and over again? I peered up to see. Her expression was so indifferent. It was completely unnerving. It's because no matter how many times she struck me, it didn't make as a pleasant sound as the other windows. She struck me continuously, over and over again. The sound Rena wanted didn't come out. Her classmates standing around didn't try to stop her. They didn't want to be the next window. Somebody save me. Turning a blind eye unless we're hanging out. wanna see? Sure. Happy. I guess for the text, the old one works. New one's more creepy. The old one, it said it's supposed to be indifferent. Okay. I think I see the issue too, because like the other one that has the sprites, that one's in the PSP release, right? And has CGs. And I think they're more properly scaled. Okay. I gain nothing from saving a cram school tryhard like me. Oh. Eventually, there would be a faint sound. Similar to when you crack open a walnut. And some sort of reddish-black spray would shoot out. Anyway, it wasn't that Rena momentarily lost herself in anger. After forcing myself to breathe and calming down my heart, I recalled what Oishi-san told me. What kind of walnut is that? Well, I have two of them.
And in the counselor's medical report, he recorded all the conversations he had with Rena-san. It shows up domo. Quite a bit at that.
What does?
No. She mentioned Thor and Doyoshiro-sama.
Following that, Rena was suspended and had regular examinations at the hospital. Maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe I should play horror games more often. It's so cute. Then, as Rena was doing undergoing counseling, she said it over and over again. It's so cute and you guys are scared. Oh my god. Holy shit. I'm getting parasocial. It's so cute. Oyashiro-sama. It seems that the Oyashiro-sama she spoke of was like a ghost, appearing in her house every night, standing over her pillow looking down at her. That was only a piece of the conversation, so I still couldn't see the bigger picture. But it was no by means a happy little conversation. You're a freak and I'm here for it. What? Me a freak? Then what Rena did? Was she saying that ghastly incident was a result of her being possessed by Oyashiro-sama? Up until now, I didn't want to believe in Oyashiro-sama's curse. That's why I wanted to see the mysterious deaths every year happen because of some sort of conspiracy. Every time I talked to Oishi-san, I was more certain that the deaths were the work of the men, not of some curse. Are you scared? It's okay if you're scared. Except, if it was people perpetrating the incidents, my friends were somehow deeply connected. If I refused to believe that curse is real, then I would have had to believe that those who acted the kindest to me were deeply involved in the incidents. The answer sounded sarcastic. Huh? Which one? PATPAT, Chalk. I'm scared of you. Good. Good. Why? How? For what reason? Was Rena? Was everybody? It was much more painful and troublesome than accepting it was just Oyashiro-sama's curse. In the aftermath, Rena had admitted to her doctor that it was because she was possessed by Oyashiro-sama. I felt a strange sense of relief from that. So that's how it was. There wasn't a second side to Rena. She did that because she was possessed by something strange like Oyashiro-sama. No, so cute. It wasn't Rena's fault. Shiro-san was the one who was to blame. I knew. This was all backwards. Refusing to believe there was a curse. I wanted there to be a human perpetrator. Now that my close friends were the ones under suspicion, I changed my beliefs at my own convenience, saying that it was Oyoshiro-sama's curse to blame. Which was the better choice? Accepting that Oyoshiro-sama's curse exists, or that Rena and the rest of them were deeply involved in the string of mysterious deaths. What would you believe? That she's guilty or not? Did you believe in me? I didn't want to think about it. I just didn't think about it. I'd be able to continue the same as always. I wanted to believe that. I wouldn't expect people to believe in me. But that was no longer possible. Sleep well. I'd received their message. It's the 18th, the 18th student, no, the 16th student, or someone from off the island, Rokenshima. It's pathetic to me to try and bend the meaning to my own convenience. Regardless of my opponent being a human or a curse, I won't let it kill me. This way which has been over and given, for no good reason at all. Hi, Rena.
Keiichi-kun, you've been making a really weird face. Oh, I wonder, kana.
Inhaling sharply upon hearing Rena's voice, I came back to my senses. Before I had realized that we were already at the entrance. Shaking my head a few times, I exercised all those terrifying thoughts. No matter how you looked at it, there was no way Rena could have done such terrible things. It was like I was trying to placate myself. Oh?
Boing?
As I slid the door open, a blackboard eraser loaded with chalk jammed under my head at the moment I stepped into the classroom. The chalk dust went into my eyes, inducing a brief moment of agony.
How befitting for the Chuan Keiichi-san.
Eureka Higurashi?
Good morning to both of you, Keiichi and Rena. Good morning, Satoko-chan, Ika-chan.
It's so iconic.
大丈夫なのよ。ニッパー?
I couldn't in the mood for it. I didn't really react to Satoko's trap. Satoko braced herself as I passed by, expecting me to attack her. She seemed a bit disappointed as I simply walked by silently. I'm actually terrified of what Flayon would consider scary. Not being accepted.
What is this? How discouraging indeed. Keiichi doesn't seem back to his usual self yet. Yeah. Take it easy on him for today, Kei.
Suddenly, there was a slap down on my shoulder. It hurt a bit.
Hey, Kei-chan, did you get enough rest?
It was Mion. My mind was full of stuff about Rena. That Mion was also a party of interest. I remember Keiichi. That hawkish gaze from yesterday. Boy's anxious. You're extremely valid. Shut up. Thank you. Yeah, morning.
What's with that unenergetic greeting? Did you eat the mochi I bought you?
Because I ate them, I'm like this. Those words were itching to be blurted out. I really just didn't have the appetite. I ate a few, but quite a lot left over.
Huh? What about the homework? Do you have an answer for which one was Rena's? I can't believe you'd forget your homework, Keiichi-kun.
Sheesh, we can't help it. Time for your penalty. Flashing a lurid smile, Mion returned to her seat. Good night, sleep well. But this is a fun game. They're just gonna play more club games. You don't want a Batsu? There's something from our exchanges that would cause our classmates to suspect anything is amiss. But of course, anyone listening to our conversations up until this morning wouldn't see anything suspicious. That was why it was so frightening. They act in a way that, regardless of whatever happened to Keiichi Maebara, no one would ever suspect them. That fact had me terrified. Hi, Ogyuu supporter. Soon the teacher came. After she asked how I felt and took attendance, another dull, ordinary day began. Believe it or not, I haven't watched Haruhi yet. Maybe I watched Angel Beats instead. Da 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 da. Okay. Too bad the VN never got finished. This re-study period was a convenient time to consider where I stood. Your peak. Shut up. You get the Felix icon. Your peak. Your peak. Your peak. The most sane novel. You know you're not sane. I like your icon. I'll watch. Maybe I can watch along it if I can get the internet to work. I've been calling them like 50 times and no one really does anything, even if you yell. And even right now, it's kind of the... where if you yell, they're going to like take away things that would help you, or they're going to fuck it up to begin. It's weird. It's weird. I guess some people never grow up. But I guess that's how it is. I gently closed my eyes and pondered the ridiculous position I was in right now. First of all, what I shouldn't forget was how dangerous of a situation I was in. I had fallen out of favor with them. After interacting with Oji-san multiple times, I could see I was getting closer to the heart of the matter. The warning yesterday with the mochi was a good indicator of that. No. Calling it a warning was just my habit of understating things. Are you scared? I probably had no meaning beyond stunting my progress and buying themselves some time. Until they had a method of completely erasing me. They're nervous, yeah. No way. They're just biding their time. Anyone else nervous? They're keeping me under their thumb with threats. It didn't change the fact I knew too much. Chilling sensation in my desk made me recall Satoshi Hojo. The boy was just using the seat until last year when he disappeared. Was he also similar to me? I do enjoy it. I like you guys very much. Did he learn something he shouldn't have? And was erased? Damn. I wouldn't let them get rid of me so easily. Never. But were they really trying to kill me? No problem. Oh, thank you for taking a picture. Thank you for the 6-month Venti present. Thank you, Maki invite 6 month. Thank you, I. Thank you. The one I retweeted, right? Thank you. No, I like the Makirans more than they could ever like me. I've had these contradictory feelings for a while now. Even though I had suspected them, I felt I had to cover for them. It starts out conditional and it becomes unconditional. With all their suspicious behavior, a morning like this just made it all seem like an elaborate hoax. No, that's just what I want to believe. Doubting my friends? I know, who would do that, Keiichi? The Makirans are doubting me. Covering for them. My life was in danger. I'm saying the minute you get me happy with you, I get very loyal. And obsessive and possessive. But normal amounts. See? My life was in danger. Or was it? Actually, I was debating the wrong point. Given my current situation, those points are something that I should have been deliberated on a long time ago. But really, Rina and the rest of them, are they actually aiming to kill me? The little voice inside me continued to torment me with unresolvable trains of thought. Do you doubt yourself? I hope you don't. Are you an idiot, Keiichi Maebara? The answer should be obvious. But maybe that sewing needle might have been just an accident, right? That is true. Maybe. Maybe. Love you guys. Dorks. How could you screw up and drop a sewing needle into a piece of mochi? Sounds like something Battle would do. But a dog can only go so far! Both Rina and Neon had acted and behaved suspiciously. But maybe it was all some sort of misunderstanding. True. What kind of misunderstanding? It wasn't suspicious. It was outright ludicrous, right? Rina just corrected me for lying. And Neon only asked me about what I had for lunch. We're standing on a door, he's shopping for a good hour, you know! She was probably just waiting for my phone call to end. For a whole hour outside your room! And it's normal to go home afterwards not saying anything! You heard from Oishi-san, didn't you? About Rina did at her former school. At the hospital. She said it was Ueshiro-sama's fault. She... Keiichi Maebara. You realize they're going down to kill you. What? Oh! You, after blurting out your love for me... Okay. Hearing myself say that so directly left me defunded for a few moments. Afterwards, I had to look around to check if anyone else had heard it. My little soliloquy cut a little too close to the truth. Even though I could feel the murderous intent from Rina and the others, part of me somewhere was trying still to deny that. This late in the game, such agitation could be fatal. I knew that. But I was just your average student, a man living his normal, ordinary life. Do you think I could suddenly believe my friends, who had been happily laughing together with them until last Sunday, who did it to kill me, right? You're too soft, Keiichi. This time, I remembered to keep my voice down so only I could hear it. They're like 14, 15. There was one thing I now understood. I was too soft. I didn't completely understand how dangerous Rina and the rest of them were. No, I wasn't trying to understand. I was too soft for not listening to Oishi-san when he was earnestly showing me the heart of it. He was using you as bait, boy! No! The manipulation! I didn't listen because I was too busy pretending to be dejected. I didn't comprehend it. I was just running away. Me when I'm delusional that I shouldn't be able to receive love. I didn't comprehend it. So nobody had any notion to try and kill me. I needed to get rid of such naive thoughts. As I made that resolution, I heard the bell signaling the end of class. So soon, the day was already over. I didn't recall eating lunch or doing anything in the class. My friends were putting their tests together in preparation for club activities. Shut the fuck up right now. Shut up right now. Not long ago, I would have probably happily jumped into that circle. Alright. Yeah, okay. Okay.
My, Keiichi-san?
It's not working anymore?
How rude of you to even think about leaving.
The way Satoko spoke was so typical and familiar. It almost physically hurt.
Huh? Keiichi-kun, is today not a good day, I wonder? And we were gonna win big together. Oh.
Seeing Rena's expression, said she was really looking forward today, was hard to take. Hey, Keiichi. Maybe Oishi-san is just some enormous jerk trying to separate me from the others by lying to me? Yes! Slap! Trying to expunge such a weak-minded thinking, I slapped myself in the face.
Keiichi-kun?
Yeah. Was Rena really trying to kill me? I wish someone would tell me it was a hoax. I didn't care if it actually was one or not. I just wanted someone to say it was. Another weak-willed thought. How did I ever become this naive?
Are you alright? Does your head hurt?
Oh my god, the Makuruns and they enter a battle royale. Apparently that was how my inner dilemma appeared to Rena. Won't you guys ever... No, I don't think you'd kill each other. I think you'd rather soon kill me, wouldn't you?
You're pale. Can you make it home by yourself? Maybe I should accompany you home. I wonder...
No, it's okay. Sorry. I can get home by myself. Just, have the meeting without me. Upon hearing that I wasn't going to participate in the club meeting, Mion pouted unhappily.
Since Kei-chan was bent on a revenge match, we were even going to play the deduction game from before too. Keiichi-san doesn't have the burning desire for a rematch?
That face is so cute. Let me see. I wouldn't kill another rune. You said nothing about me. Fuck you. Have a good one, okay? Sleep well. Pouty. I like the S face a bit more. It goes from, to... like that? Okay.
How pathetic.
Cute? I know I am, thanks. I wouldn't fall for some dumb taunt. Without even in a real retort, I just grabbed my bag and was about to get up. Someone's hand perched itself gently on my head.
Keiichi doesn't seem to be well. How very unfortunate.
It was Rika-chan. She stretched up as far as she could, doing her best to pat my head with her petite hand. It felt so nice, which made things even harder. Sorry, everybody. See you. That's all I said as I quickly left the classroom. They said something to me as I was leaving, but I couldn't make it out. I managed to make it all the way to the entrance in that state of mind. Took out my shoes, put them on, and went forward. Forward. hardened that heart, Keiichi Maebara. They were, for some unfathomable reason, trying to kill me. Maybe so. They were plotting something dubious, watching my every move. I couldn't hate them. 'Cause aren't they my friends? Part of me lamented my naivety. Another part lamented the fact I had lost something important by lamenting over it in the first place. But it felt like my consciousness was being ripped out of my body. If this is what Oyashiro-sama's curse was like, then it was just too harsh. Hey, Oyashiro-sama. I was wrong for not believing in your curse. But I believe in it now. Completely. Your curse does exist. So seriously, give me a break. I beg you. Come on. Poor guy. Come. Come. Come, Makirin. Come. Come. Dinner was usually unusually bland. What is he eating? It had no flavor or aroma. Skip something, but let's see. Okay. Let's see. I know you're scared. The miso soup that normally tantalized my appetite instead tastes like nothing but boiled water. Higurashi on sale? Not sure. Right now, the first chapter's free if you want to play this one. They're $8 each. They usually go on sale like every other 2 months, I think. Dad was eating with us that night. There's a rare occurrence in this household. When he got into his work, he ate and slept on his own schedule. My dad never cared about the time. Since my dad was at the dinner table, it either meant he had just reached a good point to take a break or he was in a slump. So, yeah, he just doesn't understand the motivation creators have. The partnership was just a verbal agreement, wasn't it? If it's so hard to agree on things, why not just end it? Well, it feels like it's an industry with a lot of back scratching, but it gets in the way of business. I wasn't able to pick out much of what my mom and dad's conversation said, but I could tell it wasn't a very pleasant topic. Let's see. That, of course, made discussing food even less appealing. Staring listlessly at the exchange between my parents, my mind wandered off to the same thought process I had going all day long. Friends close to me. No. They used to be friends, but I could no longer trust them. Right now, I was greatly lacking in allies. Does he even have one? Except Oishi-san, I guess, but he's using you as bait, dude. People I trusted. People I could depend on when push came to shove. They were something I just didn't have. Yes, the novel goes a bit worse, I think, okay. Me, which part is you? I hope you have allies. Having just one ally would have been incredibly reassuring in the currently hopeless situation I was in. I put down my chopsticks and looked over at my parents, who were still talking about work. The first course of action that came to my mind was to tell my parents everything, and you won't. Currently, there wasn't a single person from Hinamazawa I could trust 100%. That meant the only people I could trust were my parents. But if I told them everything that happened up until now, would they understand? Rena, for example. That neighborly Rena, who was so diligent in looking after me, came to get me every day. And sometimes proud of her share of what she made. I'll play Umineko on October 4th. Doing okay? I'm okay. I've been very sleepy trying to keep up with everything, but I'm okay. Just trying to take care of myself. Gonna make some sacrifices here and there, but it's alright. Eventually it'll pay off, I think. How can I explain? wanted to kill me. No matter how much I complained, it would probably be difficult for anybody to comprehend. My somewhat eccentric dad wouldn't understand. And my high-strung mom would probably drag me off to a psychiatrist in the blink of an eye. Sadly, that was the amount of trust that existed in our relationship. You can't trust your parents? Oh, nar. When would that be? That's so rare. Even if they did come to understand, what could they possibly do? Unless they could uncover the truth, they wouldn't be able to protect me. No. By informing them— oh, no. Oh, no. No, such sweet responses you guys give. Are you okay? Here. It's not much, but... I'd be putting my parents in danger as well. Concerning the victims in the past incidents were often married couples, I couldn't even joke about it. For the entire Mayabata family to have an accident or just vanish into thin air. Where's my ass inhaler? Damn, whatever. I'll get into bed. It was easily possible in Hinamizawa. What was important here was knowing something unnecessary puts you in danger. The most unsettling question was, how did they know that I knew? Maybe if I can find it. I mean, we'll see if I get to a checkpoint after I finish this. Okay? I feel a bit short of breath, but it's okay. As long as they didn't know, my parents might not fall victim. That was one way to think about it, I guess. I think curse would kill them just by association, even if they didn't know, though. Take carefully. Shush. You're on the lap. Stay. Stay. At least it was like that in my case. After I found out, things started becoming odd. In other words, I meant the following. As long as the parents didn't know anything, nothing would happen to them. What kind of logic is this? But understandable. I do make silly logic. As long as my parents were here, this house would be a safe haven for them. Shortness of breath, it can help you with the breathing. I knew these were just assumptions based on a conjecture. Wanting this house to be a safe haven. That was my pinnacle of my weak-willed method of thinking. I'd probably think like this maybe one day. Although I don't trust for a reason. It was only safer than the outside. I think I get more upset when someone is like, what's your reason for not trusting? I'm like, you haven't been through what I've been through. I'm like, what do you mean? You have not. So I get like that. But I don't think I've been like that in the past couple of years. Or several. No, I'm pretty chill. Ooh. Oishi-san. Him alone. I would not trust him, but okay. Okay. He was the only person who understood the situation I was in. He didn't care so much about my safety, but he was without doubt passionate about solving this case. It was a bit frustrating. Oishi-san was basically the whole reason I was in this mess. How to get out of it, I had to rely on him.
Domo.
Meaning, it was all going according to his devices. It was just my job to look appetizing while bobbing in the waves as bait. Then, when the fish started gathering around, Oishi-san would pull out the big haul. It was slightly infuriating, but even I thought that was the best course of action.
Domo.
So then, what should I do? Patience was the first rule of fishing. Just keep waiting till the fish actually bites. Ally with benefits. At least he's aware he's being used, I suppose. I worry that some of you what you want. I met a lot of people that are like, you should use me. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm scared. No, please. No, I'm not comfortable with that. But I wasn't simply bait. There are lots of ways for me to struggle before being devoured. You know, no one's ever said stuff to you before like that? No, really? I've been catcalled. I've been flirted with in weird ways. I've been put on a pedestal. I've had people have weird stuff like that. What kind of people are you meeting? I've been meeting these people ever since I was like a teenager, unfortunately. So it's not that what's the word? It's not that uncommon, unfortunately. I think for a lot of people. And they struck. I hate to somehow dodge just enough and take out Oishi-san. No question. It was going to be hard. The timing to bring Oishi-san in would be difficult. He was in the city, not Hinamazawa. No gaslight for you. No, only love. What do you mean? You don't need to say sorry for me. It's okay. So I phoned him in my moment of need. It would take him about 30 minutes to reach me. So I needed to run away for those 30 minutes. For example, shh. Okay. I can't do much more than that. For example, if I were to set up a rendezvous point for dire situations or something, I just have to hide out there until Oishi-san arrived. Okay. I can almost see it now. I was still being chased around in the dark by boogeymen, but now I knew which way I should go. I would never have imagined this to be so reassuring. I need that inhaler. I'll find it in a bit. Thank you for the pats. Shut up. Oh, yeah. It'd probably be for the best if I concealed a weapon for when things got rough. What, boy? 14-year-olds when they pull out the billhook. Typically, that would call for a switchblade. But that wasn't too reassuring for combat. Also, since it was recognized as a weapon with the public, that also wasn't good. Really, when the time comes, a long weapon like a bat would work in my favor. Higurashi Daybreak. I remember there was a metal bat at my school. Okay. I could be confident with that when push came to shove. If I pretended I was practicing my swing, then it wouldn't be suspicious for me to always carry it around. Good point. I could go to the school early tomorrow and secure it. Just possessing a weapon may be enough to deter them. Also, one more thing. Insurance. Could be something like a note or memo. I could write down everything that's happened as a sort of journal. In case I suddenly vanish, this journal will be left behind. With my journal in his possession, Oishi-san should be able to avenge my death. No 14-year-old should be thinking like this. What the fuck? Poor little guy. Yeah, I was like, I can hear it. I'll take a break in a sec. It just sucks. Oh well. It's like, well, I need like a week off. I'm doing nothing but physical therapy. I left my parents engrossed in their conversation about work and went back to my room. He's gonna retire in a year or so? Oishi-san, yeah. So you know he's just gonna quit. I tore out a piece of paper from a notebook and made my way to my desk. Last time I wrote a journal was for summer homework in elementary school. And the off chance something bad happened, the police could use my diary as a lead. Let's see. Don't you have a backup inhaler, Flay? Huh. I feel self-conscious with all the breaks I have to take though. So I should only write down the facts. How should I start? It's somewhere in here though, I'll get it in a sec. I jotted down my thoughts as they came. I, Keiichi Maibara, am in fear of my life. Shut up! God! You're so fucking cute. Shut up. Shut up. Why the fuck are you being so nice to someone for? Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Okay. I never even dreamed that I would be in this type of situation where I'd write it myself. I don't know why they are after my life. Ren and the others are suspicious, but I had no proof. And that's why I couldn't write anything more. What's wrong with being nice, huh? Soon. Mwah! There. Fuck off, Macaroons. I laughed wryly at myself for writing such a passage draped in mystery. Would the police be able to get the hint from reading this enigmatic passage? I can only pray they would. What I prayed for the most, though, was that this journal never needs to play its part. Here, I just not— Shut the fuck up! Say it again and I'm leaving. Say anything again and I'm leaving. Shut up now. Was that too much? I probably shouldn't write more than that. If I wrote any more, then it would seem like I was just being delusional. In order to appear to the reader that the person who written this was son of mine, I chose not to write anything else to them. Wow, that's good. Wait, I have my— Where's my journal? I haven't written in like a month. Oh, I have it here. Shut up. Do you have a journal? What's the scent? The scent of paper. Oh my. See, there's an entry from February here. No, I should write in the journal more. I'm not gonna trust anyone I should write in it. Huh. I feel self-conscious about writing my thoughts. I feel you. Actually, it depends. Don't reread them if you don't like them. Oh no. I reread it when I lost my emergency funds. Oh shit. Wait, that one's kind of funny now, actually. Oh my goodness. Okay. This actually isn't so bad in here. Okay. Not so bad in there. Always have emergency funds. Always do that. Always do that. Always do that. At least 6 months of savings, right? I chose not to write anything else at that point, but that was like months ago. I just need to add more as I learn about the truth. I journal on my phone. That counts. I folded the paper and thought about a place to hide it. By hiding it somewhere obvious, there's a chance that he would uncover it instead. On the other hand, if it was in too obscure of a location, then there's a risk of nobody finding it at all. In the end, I decided to take the clock off my wall and stick my folded note on the back of it with Scotch tape. That's pretty smart. After that, imagine being financially responsible. I think some people want to, but they don't have a choice, right? After that, put the clock back into its normal position. Like, I think Shinri's very financially responsible, but it's like big chunk of bills, so it's scary. Yeah. It didn't look like anything was hidden behind it. Now I need to set it up such that if anything happens to me, my parents should find it. I looked at it from countless different angles until I was satisfied and made my way downstairs. My parents were still talking about work. It didn't look like it was going to end anytime soon, so I cut in. Sorry to interrupt. I have something I want to talk to you about. I never started off a conversation like that before, so my parents are both startled. Yeah, there's like good and bad. Like, my good part about it is that I'm so frugal with stuff. I think I think Shinri bought VR, so I'll buy that next. What's it? Oh. I think I could live off, if I'm in the right place, I could live off like 100K for many years, so I'd probably be fine. And that's if I'm not making any extra money. VR stream, yeah, that'd be cool, right? I always like trying new things. Ooh. They stopped talking towards me. Should maybe wait till after, after meet and greet. What is it, Keiichi? I have a favor to ask of you. Please listen. Yeah, just in case, yeah? You recommend me as long as I can play it. If it's new, it's gonna be difficult. If it's not urgent, can we do this later? Right now, Mommy and Daddy have something urgent they're talking about. Shut up! I didn't think the talk was more urgent than mine. In any case, I stated my request. Just in case, okay? If I die, both my parents' eyes went as wide as saucers. If I die, I want you to put the clock on my wall in my coffin. If they did that, then they'd probably find it. My memoir. Both my parents remain wide-eyed, not moving an inch. I can't remember what his parents look like. I couldn't blame them. I made that clock in shop class, and I really like it. So, please. What's the matter? Keiichi? Did something happen? Mom was finally able to ask me with a questioning gaze. Of course, this is a normal response for when someone's son suddenly talked about a subject like this. I felt bad about making them worry. But right now, I just wanted them to think about the clock in my room. With the awkward mood leaving the room in silence, I decided to go back up to my room. Oh my goodness. I want to get to school early tomorrow, so I'm going to bed. Good night. That's so concerning. Saying only that, I left the living room. I needed to get to school early tomorrow and secure that bad. I should make today the last day I went to school with Rina. As I climbed the stairs, I heard my mom call my name, but I pretended not to hear her. It wasn't something I could talk about with my parents. Do you like the mood of this VN? If I talked about it, it would only make things more dangerous. The fight that had begun was mine and mine alone. I couldn't rely on anybody. I wouldn't be killed. Not when I still knew nothing. Higurashi and they cry. What happened to the club games? They're all gone now. It's intense. Are you nervous? Not feeling so hot. Oh dear. Oh dear. Fuel tips. Oi. Oh, it's blocking the way. Okay, hold on. Don't you like the crickets? We'll be right back. Ooh. Yes, I'm nervous. Good. Wait, come here. You can stay there.
Keiichi-kun's been feeling down lately.
Uh-huh.
Maybe he's in a bad mood. I wonder.
Maybe he's on his period. Oh my god, Mion. You are an old man.
Mi-chan, that's gross.
I thought those were more normal. They never grossed me out. What was that goblin laugh? What do you think?
Don't know. Could it be that Kei-chan... Maybe?
I don't know. That day, Kei-chan was in that car talking to some tubby middle-aged guy, right?
Yeah.
No mistake. Taroishi. He probably fed him something fishy. It was so serious. Keiichi-kun's face was so pale. You see, you might not know this, but he's actually the messenger of Oyashiro's son. What? Huh? What do you mean? Whenever he shows up, someone is demoned away. No cap.
Oh? Is that so? The year before last, Rika-chan's mom drowned, right? Right before that, she was visited by Oishi. Now that you mention it, that happened before Satoshi-kun transferred out. Transferred? You're so sweet, Rena. So this time he's appeared before Keiichi-kun. So Keiichi-kun is going to be demoned away too? An empty silence hung in the air. And then it was suddenly interrupted. By loud laughter. Me and the girls were just a little bit silly. Oh. Okay. Let me see if I can find the inhaler real quick. Let's see, there's the softical laugh. Of course. There's just the concern of overdoing it. Right now, I think my voice is at like 6% power. On the bright side, thanks to everyone, now I have insurance again. And even if insurance doesn't cover it, now I at least have more money to visit the doctors again. So thank you. Because before I went broke from doing all of those visits. But that was also not listening to myself because everyone was like, you're in your head, you're crazy. You're crazy, you're dumb. You're just lazy. I'm just like, oh, okay. And I'd spend my money on so much diagnostics. Blech! Gone. Okay, but let me see. Let me find. Here you have Kieran. Don't say anything, fucking. I should crush you. Okay, bring back, hold on. Happy for you. Oh, yeah, you better be. You would, wouldn't you? Let me see if I put it here. Where's my phone? Thank you for the super chat. Yuri's crystals on Twitter. Don't you want that? I'm trying to be more affectionate for the sake of everyone, but also myself. God. These are embarrassing. Where is it? Oh. I can hear the wheeze. Maybe I left it outside. We'll see if I have a backup one somewhere. Why is Meowing from Star? Why? Why? You're not satisfied. You hate me. Okay. Well, I have an everyday one. I don't have the I have the emergency one, but I don't know where it is. I gotta keep trimming my bangs. Shit. One sec. Thank you for the super chat. Okay, I took one puff. It's not the emergency one, but it should help a bit. Hello, Borbo. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop. You're like the equivalent of an online bully. You can only do this via text. None of you can do this and come near me. Brats. Going. Okay, there we go. Taking an acid anyway. Instant karma. Nothing happened. Yeah, I'm okay. If I'm not okay, then I won't stream. Okay. Ma, there's this weird ass fucking cat outside. Alright. Let us go. This is the first time it ever woke up with such clarity. Okay, that's a bit better. Thank you for this. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. It was 5:59. Just moments before my alarm would go off. I was amazed at the precision of my internal clock. When did we unlock that? I had made preparations for the next day of school before I went to bed. I changed quickly and descended to the deserted lower floor. It appeared that my mom was still asleep. Interrupts conversation about work. Yeah, so if I die, can you put the clock in my grave? Thanks. Refuses to elaborate, leaves. Neither breakfast nor lunch was ready. Yesterday, I was unilaterally declared that I would be leaving early today, so it couldn't be helped. I saw her jam on some bread and topped it with some instant cocoa. And just as I was finishing up breakfast, Mom rose groggily from her slumber. Oh my, Keiichi, you're up early. Is there some sort of school event? Not really. Answering bluntly, I picked up my bag and stood after stuffing 2 slices of bread down my throat. Bro's got the signs. Concerning. You're leaving already? What about lunch? If you don't wait a bit, I can't make it. If I waited for her to make my lunch, then it would end up being the same time as usual. If I did that, it would raise the chances of me running into Marina and Mion on the way. Yes. From today onwards, I was going to go to school alone. That seems not safe. I'll be fine for today. Then what will you do for lunch? I'll slip out and buy some bread or something at the store. Really? Then here's some lunch money. Be sure to bring me back the receipt. I took the 1,000-yen bill from Mom and slipped it into my pocket. It's pretty early. Is Rina-chan up this early as well? No, just me. Did you tell Rina-chan that you're leaving early? I have no reason to tell her every little detail now, do I? Bro convinced himself that his friends hate him. Me. Nah, that's not really me. Maybe younger, but also nah, I have a good reason to think it. It made it difficult answering the onslaught of questions. I made an annoyed face. Tell Rina that I went ahead when she comes. Hey, Keiichi, wait! It's not that I didn't trust my parents. I just couldn't rely on them. Bruh. They couldn't help me. I can only hope that they didn't get involved. The isolation. It was safer that way. My mom's annoying voice was cut off by the slam at the door. Annoying voice? I am my support system. For the first time since I moved here, I headed down the road to school alone. Shut up. This is why you're in the cage. Silence. Telling me to shut up, so rude. Up until now, Up until now, I'd always walked down the same path at the same time each day. So I always met with the same people at the same places. But today was different. I didn't meet the people I would normally, and nobody was at the places where I normally would have met them. Whatever. Of course, Rina was in the spot where we usually met. And there wasn't anyone at the spot where we could have met it with Mion. Why are you angry? The length of the tree shadows, the morning air, and the brightness of the sun. It was a completely different type of morning from what I was used to. Domestic violence. What are you saying? Are you saying... Hey? Okay. Without a doubt, it felt strange. No problem. Thanks for watching Higurashi streams. It left me with the impression that I destroyed the illusion Hinamizawa had set up for me before I had enough time to prepare all the props needed to deceive me. Hi, Keiichi-kun. Are you so early today? Is everyone meeting early this morning? The person who called out to me was someone who always passed by as they were taking a walk along the edge of the fields. Say I. Their name was, I forget. Of course, this wasn't the spot where we usually pass each other. Well, I woke up early today, so I thought it'd be a good change of pace. Say it, goddammit, desperate. That's all. Yeah? I threw out a random excuse. What about Renan-chan and Neon-chan? Are you by yourself today? Oh, yeah. I was being asked the same type of questions my mom was asking. So I answered them in the same uninteresting, vague manner. Loud-ass river. It wasn't funny being asked where Rena was each time I passed by someone. Well, you walk with her every time, Keiichi, so that's why. But maybe it was to be expected. It was because for so long, we were always together so amicably. You and I felt that if I let my guard down, we could still be friends. Stop it, Keiichi. Don't think about that anymore. You spent all day yesterday thinking about how dangerous it was to go soft, didn't you? Me! Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep. A car horn blared from out of nowhere. Even though I was walking, lost in thought, that horn was too close. Domo! A mechanical behemoth barreled at me from behind, catching me completely off guard. By the time I turned around, the van's hulking chassis was almost on top of me. I'd seen plenty of cars veer to the opposite shoulder to avoid pedestrians, but this car was doing the opposite. It felt like there was somebody on the opposite shoulder and the van was swerving in my direction to avoid them. The blissfully ignorant train of thought delayed me from realizing something much, much more important. Are they trying to kill you? That large mass was hurtling right towards me. Was it going to hit me? The inside of my head instantly flooded with a painfully cold liquid. In that moment... True. Everyone always says, why don't you move? But I don't think they've been in it. Most times you won't move the first time. And that moment, the scene before me, no, time itself had frozen. And the silence of that frozen moment, I compared the van, so close that I had no way to dodge it, and my body. The upper half twisted awkwardly in order to look behind me. There was no way I could dive out of the way of my current position. If I lost focus now, this moment would unpause and it would probably float over. Caught in the silly pose. The freezing up is real. Yes, it's so very real. Bend my upper body over towards the patio by the side of the road. If I bent far enough, I could avoid just being hit by this side view mirror. Smart. As soon as the thought crossed my mind, the temporal stasis shattered by the deafening sound of the van. The side mirror struck my shoulder, sending me spinning off in the air like a top, locked in my contorted position. Oh my goodness. Sent tumbling through the air, I crashed into the muddy patio by the side of the road. I forgot he got hit. My entire body was soiled and drenched. But the choice I had made in that instant was unmistakably for the best. I probably would have died if he didn't. I was covered in mud. But when the alternative was being hit by the car, it was the closest I could be to being unscathed. I hope you're okay. Be careful. I don't blame... Everyone always says, like, move, and I get it. Like, I'll say it too. But, like, when you're in the moment, you will freeze. I definitely remember freezing, but I can't tell you why. Let's see. There was something. Rising out over the patty. I had enough in me to glare over at that stop van and yell profanities at the rat driver. I'm not sure if he was able to see me, but the van sped off suddenly. Jesus! California. Quick, damn it! This is what they call hit and run, wasn't it? I couldn't help but continue yelling out profanities. Disgrace from being covered in mud hurt me more than any physical wounds. Really? Today is Friday in California. Shoot! I slugged through the muddy patty and made my way back onto the road. This is a crime, goddammit! Shit! I'll track you down and sue you! I'm looking for a bed! I'm trying to find it in this little village! The path I was on had rice paddies on either side, and it had become so narrow that one car could barely fit through. It wasn't a place you could tear full speed down in a car, let alone by pedestrians. Not only was it a narrow road, but the car just now was closer to my side of the road than the other when it went past me. Are you good at remembering license plates? I think I was bad, but now I can do it. Even as I was cursed, I was desperately trying to suppress the dark crowd warming up within me. This wasn't just a hit and run. The car just now was trying to run me over, wasn't it? Memorize them, memorize them, memorize them. You never know, you might need them. Pay attention. Even just practicing, just memorize, memorize. Thinking back, I did feel like there had been a car creeping up on me slowly for a while. That's right. As soon as I parted ways with that person taking a walk, I had that feeling the whole time. I can't be there to take care of you, so you have to take care of yourself for me, okay? If it wanted to have passed me, it had no shortage of chances. Normally, I would have felt suspicious and turned around sooner. But I was lost in thought and I was kicking myself for not realizing it was there sooner. And then, when the path became narrow and there was no one else inside, you floored it. California. If I had hesitated for even a moment, the result would have been no laughing matter. I will do the same. Everything I tell you, I try to actively do. I'm just not very consistent and I suck at it. I try, but it's okay. The only thing I can do is not be harsh on myself about it. As the adrenaline rush was from nearly being run over subsided, and the realization of just how terrifying the preceding events were sunk in, there's no doubt about it. That van was intentionally trying to hit me. Yeah. A cold, vicious sweat seeped from my scalp and slid down my back before dribbling off. I struggled to avoid falling into a panic. There was still this possibility that this really was just an accident. Calm down, Keiichi. Also, don't be so naive, Kate. Do you believe it tried to hit him or it was just like an asshole driver? Being that lax will get you killed next time. You need to always stay on your toes. Don't give them any openings. Yes, okay. If my enemy was really out to kill me, the next time, they would use a more reliable method. And the time came and I was acting like I was now. I've been covered in mud is the price I had to pay for my own naivety. It's just mud, boy. How's your shoulder? Covered in mud, but without injury. Without any bruise, even? Not even a sprain. That is luck. I guess this is what you would call the silver lining. I began walking again, this time cautiously. I wouldn't even show a hint of carelessness. I'd suspected only ran on the others up until now. No. It was because I had suspected them that I believed that there were no other enemies. Aoishi-san had said so, didn't he? There's a possibility that all the families of the village were involved.
Fuck.
So I really admired so deeply in the situation that I had no choice but to try and carry on as usual. Wouldn't it be safest just to hold myself up in my house?
Yeah, probably. I think that's what I do.
But the moment I abandoned my regular routine, everyone around me would abandon theirs as well.
I don't know, boy. Lock that room.
That was just too horrifying of a thought. I recalled the tales Oishi-san told me of when Hinamazawa was still called Onigafuchi. A frightening tale of an entire village of demons hunting their prey, surrounding them and eating them alive. One must not interfere with the demons. One must not pretend to not see it. The enemy were numerous. All the village families. The villagers, with their unwavering faith in the curse, would do nothing to help me. The strong, sudden flash of sunshine made me slightly dizzy. I had no idea what was going on anymore. When I suspected it was the work of a man, I would catch a glimpse of Oyashiro-sama's curse. And when I suspected it was Oyashiro-sama's curse, someone would poke their head out. What was the coincidence? What was intentional?
When you're getting this paranoid, you probably won't be able to tell the difference, right? That's the scary part.
Who is my enemy? Who's just a bystander?
Me for a good half of my life.
What I truly wanted to know was, how did I end up with this proverbial bullseye painted on my back? Eventually, an answer in a form I could understand will appear. I don't care when that will happen, because until then, I cannot die. That alone fueled my resolve to fight and will keep me alive.
Get that bat, boy. Hi. 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 Hi.
I remembered seeing the metal bat in the gym storage shed, but there's a padlock on the door barring my entry.
Can you hear this? Fitting my thigh. Maybe you need a stim toy. Should we get a fidget spinner?
At the very least, I wanted to get my hands on it before everyone else arrived at school. I circled around the school grounds impatiently. But all I could find were things like pieces of lumber. Nothing that I could bring into the classroom easily. Then I had an epiphany.
Higurashi,
I should search inside the classroom.
What's a fidget cube?
If it was something in the classroom to begin with, then there wouldn't be a problem. I could tell that everyone's indoor shoes were still in their lockers. Good thing I came early. Nobody was here yet. I wondered, what could I find in the classroom? I didn't think I could find an especially effective weapon like a bat. But it couldn't be helped at this point. Until the gym storage shed was open, I needed to find a substitute. A lingering hint of naivety whispered that there was no way I'd be attacked at school.
Take it from me, no, you'll still get attacked.
But such soft ideas would no longer protect me. To think they were slowly making their way into parts of my life I'd once thought impenetrable. In the worst case, my own house might not be safe anymore. That was an incredibly frightening thought.
Bubble wrap? I want to eat bubble wrap.
But I believe that not considering the worst case scenario would have been even more frightening. Anyways, I will survive. So long as I lived, I will definitely be able to escape this labyrinth of nonsense.
Don't eat that. Right? I should eat you guys instead, right?
Definitely. Exploration of the classroom came to an impasse.
Impassing?
Not much was to be expected. There's no way that there would be anything that could be a weapon in the class. In case of an emergency, there's probably nothing I could do but swing my own chair around. My gaze landed on the lockers I had come to use my personal gaze. You want to eat us so bad. Yeah, I so do. I'm so hungry. The locker that Mion used to store her Poly games was among them. There was one for each person in the class, all lined up. Of course, there was one for me as well. Oh, yeah. There's supposed to still be a tracksuit in my locker. Shut up, pervert cat. Seeing me covered in mud would be strange. I should go change later. First, I needed a weapon. If one of my classmates came, it would be hard to rummage through all the lockers. I slowly began opening the lockers one by one. They were mostly just filled with things like gym clothes, personal items, and umbrellas. An umbrella. If I couldn't find anything better, then this would have to be my weapon. I was about to give up on finding anything decent when I opened up a locker that held exactly what I wanted. Shut up, pervert Tanuki. Oh? It was, without a doubt, a metal bat. It was well worn and pretty beaten up, but there was no doubt it was usable. In that locker that reeked of mold, there also hung a baseball uniform. It was probably a locker of a student in a Pee-wee league or something like that. Shut up, other pervert cat. If that was the case, then he probably asked for it back. At that time, I could hear the voices of the children scuffling their way noisily in from the hallway. I can make out Rika-chan and Satoko. Good morning. I know you guys like being teased. Shut up. Shut up. My, you're quite early this morning, Keiichi-san. I love cats. I nonchalantly held the bat I was holding behind my back. That's not subtle. What is with your outfit? You're covered in mud. Yeah, I had a little incident. I'm gonna change now, so cut me some slack. Nippa! With that said, I began taking off my clothes. Satsuko began to blush just as I expected her to. It's changing in front of a lady. Have you no tact at all? I would think that a lady staring at someone who was changing would be the one lacking in tact. There's no changing room for the boys, so just deal with that. Satsuko feigned disgust. She went into the hall, still blushing. How would it be if I saw someone naked? I don't know. I might just go, Conversely, Rika-chan continued to stare at me, preparing to change. If Rika-chan is a lady as well, then I don't think it'd be appropriate for you to be watching. I'm not a lady, so it's fine. You're right, she's a baby. She overly pouted and looked at me with upturned eyes. Then, starting now, you're a lady. If I'm a lady, then I suppose I must. Rika-chan, appearing to be satisfied with being considered a lady, made her way to join Satsuko in the hallway. Just as I breathed a sigh of relief, Rika-chan stopped suddenly and turned back towards me. Are you going to start playing baseball? It seems that Rika-chan had noticed the bat. Yeah, just, so you know... This is just like Hugh saying weird stuff and calling us out. I was just seeing a sick person at the hospital. Forced to seeing... Yeah, right? It's like seeing a naked person. It's gonna be, like, emotional, attached. Other than that, I might just go, okay. I see. I see. I was just feeling a bit out of shape. So I thought I'd just try practicing my swing. I think it's wonderful you're taking care of your health. She was talking like an old lady, despite her appearance. After saying that, Rika-chan started to leave again and stopped to look back at me once more. Please don't lose that bat. Eh? It seems she already knew that I took it out of someone's locker. There's no name on the locker door. Oh, yeah? Like when you're drawing anatomy? I didn't know whose bat it was, but I would be borrowing it until they complained. I think it's like the hips and curves are really nice, and I'm like, whoa, my goodness. Wouldn't be for long, just until the gym storage shed was open. After quickly changing into the tracksuit, I checked the time. I still had plenty of time before class began because I came so early. Oh my god. I took the bat in one hand and went out to the schoolyard. That was, of course, to practice my swing. I needed to make it known I would always have my bat on me so I could practice my swing. At some point. Yeah, I won't be dead, and the Makuruns have Riz of their own. It's okay. It's okay. You guys are so silly. Seeing your crush naked. Do you think about your crush naked? At some point, the sunlight had become even stronger. Just regarding my classmates as they made their way to school. I took my position in the shadow of the school building. No, I don't think about it. I don't think about things like that. Not really, no. I think I'd be too embarrassed. I don't do the thing where it's like, just imagine them in their underwear, Squidward. Maybe you're horny, right? Maybe if you're horny, then you'll think. I wasn't the academic type, and I wasn't much of an athlete either. Let me get muscle pain if I just suddenly start swinging. I should at least start out with some warm-ups. Is it hard for you to feel strongly about a person? I thought anyone would think I was doing something out of the ordinary. Which was the exact opposite of my actual mental state. I gripped the bat and swung lightly. For me, I have a weird thing with myself to fix. Where it's just like, I don't expect to be understood or accepted. But then you meet people like Haka and Bettel, and they accept me. I'm not any because that's nice. So I'm not used to that. I do get anxious with that, though. I do get anxious. I'm just like, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, but when are you gonna get pissed? So, guys like that are nice. If you're horny, right? Yeah. So, sorry, we were just talking about sex. That bat must by no means slide. The weight would make it a reliable weapon when I needed it to be. Of course, I could only pray that the moment I need to use this as a weapon would never come. Just carrying it around would deter attacks against me. At least, that's what I hoped. What is that? Normal topic from a normal streamer. Huh? Kei-chan? Oh, what are you doing? Being bombarded with such a hysterical voice, I jumped. Whoa, Keiichi-kun, are you on the baseball team? The baseball team? It was Rina and Mion. I was surprised to hear that you went off ahead. What are you doing, Kei-chan? Can't you tell by looking? I'm practicing my swing, for the championship. You can say it's a part of my diet if you want. Diet? Kei-chan, are you really that fat? I bet you didn't know. I actually have a beer belly. It's plump and it jiggles. Plump and jiggles. Rena, you don't have to imagine something weird like that. Just Rena from imagining something that vulgar. I ruffled her hair messily. Okay. Well then, I hope you make it to the regionals at least. She blushing. I'm pretty sure they have like a crush on each other, right? So, or at least something. Right? Plump and jiggly. Hey. What if she too likes tits? They're young kids. Well then, this old man will cheer you on. Originally speaking, it seems that Oshima High is pretty strong. Never Sata, Komaida-kun. Kameda-kun is amazing. Good luck. Let's see. I think for me, I got when I was younger, I got excited. It's like my thigh would touch someone else's, even by accident. I go, eh? But I didn't like that, so I was just like, that didn't feel right. Seemed like they made me out some kind of local prodigy, but oh well. That's the only thing I can think for, like, equivalency. Well, if I really didn't make it into the championship, it would be a cinch. After all, I'd be the pitcher and the catcher. That's me too. I pitched the ball, then run past the ball, and I just threw, and change over to being the catcher, and the burst was super incredible explosive speed. I laughed dryly at the ludicrous image. Coming back to my senses, I snatched the bat against the ground. Damn, boy. Damn it. Think? And then best of running bases in baseball. Damn it. What am I laughing at? Oh. I pounded the ground over and over. With each impact, the reverberation traveling through the bat stung my hands. They make me smile like that. I don't anyone close to me. Don't trust anyone. No matter how many times I tell myself that. They make me smile like that. I already knew quite well that there were some demons dwelling in my smiling friends. But I just couldn't believe it. Me with being vulnerable. Did that kind of split personality really exist? Like how Rena confessed to the doctor. Were they simply being possessed by Oroshiro-sama? In other words, did a supernatural being like Oroshiro-sama really exist? And was it possessing everyone to try and kill me? I'm glad you're here, thanks. Yeah, that would be wonderful. If only everyone were actually my friends all along and everything was all just Oroshiro-sama's fault. Of course. The more hurt you are, the never you want to open up. You damn fool, Keiichi Maribara. Come on now! I yelled out, trying out the power from the pit of my stomach, and I raised the bat violently into the air. Stop being so soft! Silly boy. I'm opening up, though, but at the same time, it will be slow. I have my reasons. As I screamed out with all my might, I beat the metal bat into the ground over and over. With every impact, my weakness is being beaten down. Smash. Forget it. Smash. Don't be soft. Smash. Know your enemy. You're in charge here, pilot. I know I am. All Machirans are silly and they take orders. Smash. God, I let them kill me. Oh no, I need the other inhaler, but I don't know where it is. My shoulders heaving up and down from my ragged breathing. I heard their first bell ring just as I calmed down. He's overdoing it. Let's see, I think he's about to collapse. When I overdo it, for me, it's more like a, I didn't know that. Interesting. Well, now I know. I gasped with a sudden realization. That was the final bell. As I felt the tension drain from me, I had a deep breath. Mine was in a muddled state for much of the entire day. I need to go look for it. I don't want to leave you guys yet. I didn't feel like I was awake. But I didn't feel like I was asleep either. I can't say it felt especially comfortable, but I felt kind of relieved that the sanctity of the school part of my daily life had yet to be violated. You have a big storm coming in middle school. How long would I have to keep on living like this? I could only grit my teeth and bear with it as this living hell slowly gnawed away at me. Keiichi-kun! Come on! It's club time! The sound in his voice brought me back to my senses. We'll be here when you come back, don't worry. Huh? Doesn't it make you mad how long it takes me, though? That's what I always expect. Come on, Kei-chan, stop spacing out. Maybe I'm just too used to that. It's funny. That's where it shows you, because it's like, wow, it's been 10 years and I'm still dealing with this. It means it's something to work on. We're gonna hold tails so you go look for it. No, I'm gonna hold your tails. Bring your desk! Everyone was bringing their desks together as usual. That's right. It was happy, fun club time. But I had no intention of taking part. I haphazardly stuffed the contents of my desk into my bag as I prepared to go home. Silence, Rindo! It was a weak-handed gesture to avoid having to actually say, I'll be going home now. Or you'd be getting mad. When I was younger, I get punished for standing up for myself. That's why, that's all. But okay, I'll go look for it in a bit. Don't worry, I'm okay for now. What's this, Kei-chan? You planning on going home right away again? A Yankee was right back. Excuse you? That's for marriage only, fucking pervert. God! You don't sound quite disappointed. I'm just not in the mood. Could you just let me be for a while? The tone of words that slipped from my mouth. That's me and disapproving Claire. That's just how my thing works. You're goo. You guys are goo. My tail's like connected to my spine. It's connected to my nervous system. You're pulling on my nervous system. I felt like the air in the room had dried out. Satsuko looked like she was about to say something. But perhaps dissuaded by the mood, she swallowed her words and stayed silent. It's like pulling on someone's hair, but gently. Nobody said a thing. I took that to mean that I could leave if I wanted. But the collective gaze of the four of them, like the tiny pins used to mount an insect in a display, held me in place. Orna's the one who cut through the heavy mood. Keiji-kun, you just don't like playing with girls, I guess. She said it in such a melancholic tone that it sent a wave of pain racing through my heart. The pain was going to kill me. I wanted it to be the soft part of me that could still feel pain. I tore at my chest, violently tearing out the pins that held me in place. That's not it at all! I'd only be hurting myself by saying anything more. So I swallowed my words. Trust Rena, what are you talking about? What do I think about Magni? He's an amazing person. He's literally content powerhouse. He is very sweet. He always takes me seriously. Even if he thinks I'm weird, he always will listen to me. That's the first thing I really like about him. And I don't know, he just finds ways to connect with me. So that's what I think about him. He's like a nice older brother. Cutting things off there, I turned away and exited the classroom. They didn't say a word to me as they left. Oh. He just fucking left. It was a long, dull trip back home, but I didn't lose focus. I firmly squeezed the grip of the bat, which was already soggy from sweat. Realizing that, I wiped it down with my sleeve. If something were to happen, I wouldn't want it to be slippery. Don't worry. We'll all still keep in contact. Since this morning, I'd become especially sensitive to the presence of cars. Your homework? What type of homework are you doing? Even while walking, my ears pricked up and set out threatening sounds and presences that could be closing in. And that was why only I could hear it. Without a doubt, there were footsteps. These footsteps had matched up perfectly with mine for a while. From what I could sense, it's just one person. Machirunes after absorbing parts of my personality. I'll just hope you absorb the good ones. But I had no intention of being careless. Did they intend to follow me like this car this morning? Until we were in a good location to assault me? Then it wasn't a good idea to keep walking like this. I stopped walking and looked back. The wooded path crowded with trees responded with silence. As if there was nobody there to begin with. But I wouldn't be fooled. I was certain footsteps were following me. The yelling? Why's that? You like the sound of it? Thank you. But just as I stopped, the footsteps stopped as well. Meaning the person following me wanted to keep their distance. That was... Now I have my own personality, thank you. Also, you're saying my personality isn't good enough to absorb? You hate me. That was, without a question, proof that I was their target. You already have the Riz, don't you? Everyone here has Riz in their own way. I held my breath, waiting for that presence to panic and start moving again. Let's see. Like, half you people are, like, dating guys, right? There are couple runes. There's Machirunes dating other Machirunes. There's people dating, like, they have partner, boyfriend, girlfriend. So that's like, a good cover. Then there are, I think, there are a couple married people that watch me. That's cute. And they're, like, newlyweds, though. I don't have Riz. You better get some, boy. You're gonna change your name from Random Boy to Riz Boy. The Higurashi also joined in the dissonant chorus, Trying to throw... Well, I think everyone has their own riz. Literally just take care of yourself, have good hygiene, express yourself, try to be nice. That's it. Other than that, you're going to be endearing to someone. And as long as you're expressing yourself, being sweet, and trying to be true to what you think yourself is, I think that's, in a way, riz. Had 5 minutes already passed? Or had I been like this for a whole 30 minutes? I've had like 3 people have a crush on me that I know of. See? Riz. It's so hard to breathe that I might have suffocated. It seemed I would have been the first one to panic. This is not sure. I got a lot of confessions when I was younger. Without a doubt. He was lurking in the shade of that tree with bated breath. Then, I'd make the first move. I fixed my grip on the bat. I raised it up to my shoulder to be ready to swing it at any time. You're about to hit someone, bro. Hey! I have 0 riz. I have a boyfriend despite that. You have a boyfriend, that's riz! I know you're there! With all my might, I screamed at whoever was hiding in the shade of the trees. But the presence in the shade didn't budge. 6 years? Oh my god! Oh, I'm so jealous of you. I'm gonna kill you! Until the moment I found them, they had no intention of revealing themselves. I know already! I know you're there! I screamed out angrily at them, but even still, they didn't move at all. I'll go over there myself. With all my due vigilance, I approached step by step. Stepping into the tree's shadow, I saw a human figure there. That figure was curled up like a small animal. No! The rune flexing forward. No, fuck you! Oh, hi, Rina. Rina! When she realized I found her, her expression softened. She seemed apologetic, but wasn't going to speak a word. Now, don't apologize. Take pride in it. Stick out your tongue and be like, bleh. Well, take pride. Do you have some business with me? I wouldn't accept that silence and scream that question at her. Not really. It's just... Rena was in panic with tears welling up in her eyes. But it's obvious she'd been following me. What about the club? Since you're not, I'm not. That shouldn't matter! Don't mind me and just play! But I'm just worried about you. Thinking about how I'd been acting up until now, it wasn't hard to imagine that my behavior could have been perceived as strange. So, Rena was concerned. At a quick glance, that's how it would seem. But I wasn't going to let my guard down that easily. And even if that really was the case, she still wouldn't have to do something like try to tail me. She should have called out to me when I was leaving and gone right out with me. But Rena didn't do that. Knowing you would have made an excuse for that too. Let's be real, KJ, I love you. She kept her distance from me and matched my walking speed. On top of that, she matched the sound of her footsteps and deviously tried to hide her presence from me. Then, after she realized I noticed she was there, she held her breath as she tried to hide, and that's pretty normal, I think. No. She's shy. This is Rena Ryugi, you're not talking about Mion. She wore a timid expression that would force one to take pity on her. Without doubt, she was tailing me. Stop following me. Still glaring at Rena, I continued walking onwards. After I'd walked for a bit, she ignored my command and began walking again. So I yelled at her once more. I told you not to follow me! But all my house is in the same direction. Look ahead of me! I'll start walking again once I can't see you anymore. I moved out of the way and waved my bat violently to urge her forward. like to go home together with you. Making a pitiful expression, she meekly squeaked out the words in a voice that she knew would cut into my heart. That agitated me to no end. I knew it was a lie. If you wanted to go home together, then you should have called out to me. Now you're just putting out random lies. Well, let's be real. Yeah, it's obvious for you, but in the other position, it's not as obvious to make the decision like that. But I understand his paranoia, too. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'd seen that the seething anger within me was written all over my face. Even without me saying anything, Rina had understood what I was feeling inside. If you get it, then go! I swung the bat, urging her again to walk. Rina looked back and forth between me and the bat, and started walking hesitantly, and stopped again. Go on, then. Hurry! I'm going. Please stop with the bat. It's scary. Rina guarded herself while pointing at me, holding the bat. She may have realized that I wasn't planning on using this bat for baseball. I lowered the bat, but still guardedly opened the way for her. Go. There's no problem now, is there? There's nothing else she could protest. She passed by me timidly so as not to set me off. As I watched her pass by, she stopped completely after having barely moved at all. Hey, don't stop! Then a powerful gust flew past us, barraging my face with dust. The dust got into my eyes and clouded my vision. Rubbing my eyes with my left hand, I swung blindly with my bat in my right, protecting the small opening I had presented. Bro. But Rina didn't even try to attack during that opening. Attack me? No. She hadn't even budged an inch. I could tell from the sound of her fluttering skirt in the wind. As her skirt settled, so did the silence. At that moment, the voice inside of me immediately warned me of impending danger. Well, the policeman Ogyuu showed him a corpse of a person that he'd been talking to recently, then told him in detail about deaths and murders here, then connected them with his friends. At that moment, the voice inside of me immediately warned me of impending danger. I was caught by surprise. The smell of air had changed. Without me realizing it, the air around me suddenly felt like a calamity was about to befall me. It was like air had suddenly become invisible concrete. Like Rina and I were locked into this space. Rina didn't move an inch. Also unable to move. I stared at her back. Rina was the first to break the silence. Good night, sleep well. Instantly, she altered her stance. I felt like I had just witnessed her shift from Rina into that other person who looks like Rina. But the voice was one I knew well, which filled me with a kind of bewildering pity. Carelessly, I felt relief upon hearing that pitiful voice. Excuse me, but, can I ask you something? To try to even turn around, Rina squeezed out her voice desperately. Oh, kana. As she trembled. What? Why do you have a bat? I wonder. The question Rina asked was by no means unexpected. I can carry whatever I want. But didn't have one up until today. Why so suddenly? It's alright if I decide to do something so suddenly, isn't it? Is it strange that I have a bat? Yeah, kinda. But because Keiichi, you're not the kind of person to play baseball. It's weird. Couldn't tell what kind of answer she was looking for. And I was getting tired of answering her. I just suddenly got the urge to play baseball. Is that so weird? It's weird. She answered instantly, and that annoyed me slightly. I just suddenly wanted to play baseball. And if I want to practice my swing, so I'm carrying around a bat. What's strange about that? Strange. Weird, definitely. Why is Keiichi-kun also... Their ramblings are annoying me. Is it strange for me to have an interest in sports? I tried to sound a bit more threatening to end the conversation. Until my suspicions about Rena were cleared, I had no obligation to answer her questions. Me when I'm paranoid and not trusting anyone. I'm sorry. Don't get so angry. Rena still didn't turn around and spat out words of apology one after the next. Just one last thing. Tell me one last thing. I don't feel like talking anymore. Hurry up and go! I yelled loudly at her, causing her to flinch like she had been struck. Seeing her in such a pathetic state caused my heart to ache sorely. But even though she was afraid, she stubbornly kept herself from moving. Before I was able to threaten her again, Rena asked her final question. Why is that bat the same too? What did she mean by the bat was the same? I had no idea what she was talking about. What are you saying? I mean, why is even the bat the same? I don't understand what you mean at all. Say it clearly! Even still, Rena didn't turn around. After inhaling deeply, she screamed. I mean, why is it even the bat the same as Satoshi again? Satoshi... being... Huh? And he just transferred out, and now you're following in his steps. Upon hearing that name out of the blue, I became dumbfounded for a brief moment. By Satoshi, did she mean the student who was transferred out last year? No, that couldn't be. When you're trying to avoid something but you end up falling into the same patterns. Rena tried to cover it up by saying he transferred. But Oishi-san told me quite clearly that he was missing. He was the student who sat at my seat up until last year. He was believed to have been demoned away by Oshiro-sama's curse. I didn't know the details about this disappearance. Tempus week, tweet. That's what I meant by this week, and the next one, we're busy. The timing. I didn't know the details about his disappearance. The aunt he lived with was killed in the night with the Watanakashi by a drug addict. And not long after that, he suddenly vanished and was now missing. That's Satoshi and I, or what? My gaze fell to the bat in my hands. Could it be? Satoshi Hojo. It's a bit difficult to see, but that was what was written on the white tape at the end of the bat. I see. So, this was Satoshi's bat. This was Satoshi's bat. Since nobody was using it, I borrowed it. That's not a problem, is it? That's not it! The way Rina said that made it seem like this bat was something that should never be touched.
If you guys are excited, then for the night 2 can be.
Like it was some sort of offering at a shrine, or a memento of the deceased. I could only stand there, perplexed and unable to respond. Rina continued speaking without waiting for a reply. Why is it that you're doing the exact same thing Satoshi-kun did when it happened to him?
Damn.
Rina was talking more about just the bat belonging to Satoshi. It was the same with Satoshi-kun. He joined a baseball team, but he didn't really like baseball. What does that have to do with me? Satoshi-kun also suddenly started walking around with the bat one day. He joined the team, but he wasn't the type to play sports. What about it? I closed my mouth before I could say that out loud. Listen carefully, Keiichi. Renata is trying to tell us something important.
Who do you believe? Who's sus? There you go.
Okay. Satoshi could also only came to school by himself all of a sudden.
She could be gaslighting and trolling him. Let's see.
Just like Keiichi-kun. And one day, he suddenly started practicing his swing. Just like Keiichi-kun. And one day, he suddenly began carrying the bat around with them. Just like Keiichi-kun. And one day, he suddenly... One day, he suddenly... What? Rina had swallowed her words. Rina's sudden silence brought a hush back to the surrounding era. It was then that I could finally digest the content of the entire conversation. She was saying my chain of actions was exactly the same as Satoshi's. What was the meaning of this? Up until just now, I'd forgotten all about Satoshi. I never paid much thought to him in the first place. Not only that, I didn't even know anything about what he's done. My actions today should have been my own creation, after all the planning I'd done. But have they been the exact same as Satoshi's?
Sleepy, thank you for the super chat.
Then Satoshi, more importantly...
Oh my god, I didn't know you could spin it that low. Thank you. It's a cute sticker.
If both Satoshi and I acted the same, there was really a good possibility that what happened after would be the same. Rina. That day, what happened to Satoshi? Rina knew. She knew what became of Satoshi. No, forget what happened to the guy in the past. Rina. What was going to happen to me? Answer me, Rina! Satoshi, what happened to him? With that...
Oh no, don't do that.
I grabbed Rina's shoulder violently and forcibly turned her around to face me. As I faced her, I felt a jolt travel through my entire body. I told you, Keiichi-kun. It was that person I didn't know. At least, it definitely wasn't the Rina Ryukyu I had been talking up until now. The voice just now didn't have a trace of the trembling or emotion that it had before. The amount of regret I felt for turning around so carelessly was unsurpassed. That gaze that pierced like a cold needle. A smile on her face that invoked an image of having been carved out by a knife. Chills went down my spine. My mind froze under a layer of rime. Both Rena's eyes pierced through mine, leaving me unable to look away. As if to remind me of the fear from that time before, Rena brought her face close to mine. So close that I could feel her breath. Her face had filled my entire field of vision. Then, her sharply shaped lips grew even sharper. At the curve of a crescent moon, she grinned. I told you, Keiichi-kun. After a short pause, Rena repeated the same words again. Satoshi-kun, you see, transferred out. Transferred? Meaning what? What Rena meant must have been some new definition of transfer that I was previously not aware of. My throat and lips dried up. I couldn't even acknowledge that I just heard. All I could do was swallow down my own saliva. It would seem that Rena saw it as a nod. She pulled her gaze back and spryly stepped back 2-3 paces. As she did, my legs gave out and I fell to my knees pathetically. Rena, me on my knees underneath her emotionless smile. That had to be a very odd sight indeed. Seeing it me in that pathetic state, she neither scoffed at me nor held out her hand. But I could neither stand nor escape her with her gaze shooting me through the eyes. There was undoubtedly a metal bat in my hand. But right now... Are you scared you want to transfer out? It was useless to me. I was like a fly caught in her web. Heavy sweat beaded all over my body. I could feel it dripping from my skin. But you won't, will you, Keiichi-kun? Rena finally released me for that cage of time after what felt like an eternity. But her question was missing something important and was incredibly vague. Once again, I swallowed hard, urging her on. Do what? What did you not want me to do? Transfer. Higurashi, when they cry. Hi. Nice scare. Cute. I just want to eat you guys up. I'm going insane. Satoshi and I had what? All my very well planned actions throughout the day turned out to be nothing more than a reenactment of what Satoshi had done. Really gets being scared so much. I think it's cute that you can allow yourself to be that vulnerable. Even though I know that at least I'm pretty sure all of my fans have been through like terrible stuff, right? So the fact that you can allow yourself to be that vulnerable and still be nice is very sweet, so I find that cute. So thank you. Satoshi, had he really been in the same situation as I was now? I'm a freak. You pick your poison. The frenzy I'd gone along with had changed suddenly, and for no reason. At least none that I had noticed, planned to kill him. Then, fearing for his life as I am, he got a bat to protect himself and carried it around every day to practice his swing. And then, one day, suddenly, he transferred. I love you guys too. My blood went cold, causing a prickling sensation to course through my veins. Starting near my heart, it radiated outwards, from the top of my head to the soles of my feet, chilling every part of me without recourse. But each bit by transfer. Shut the fuck up! What did she mean by transfer? What did she mean by transfer? I thought she's still at wherever he was being transferred to. What happened? Oh, the Machinians are just bullying me, dude. Sorry. You just had to see it. Was he the only one who could understand me? Would he be able to tell me why it all ended up like this? More importantly, where did he transfer to? What did she mean by transfer to? What did she mean by transfer? Before I knew it, it was at my front door. The frigid knob was hard to turn. Was nobody home? It wasn't that odd of an occurrence. I reached into my pocket and pulled out a single key attached to my first seal keychain. I stepped into the entryway. Just as I was about to take off my shoes, a chill ran down my spine. Someone had entered right behind me. Like a classmate messing around, standing right up against my back. You're kidding, right? It had to be my imagination. Logically speaking, it was impossible for someone to be able to hide their presence within my personal space all the way to the door. But there was undoubtedly some behind me. Hey no, Keiichi, accept these nuts, thank you, Misashi. How do you know they're there, even though they're behind you? Because I could hear the sound of falling air. I'd hear that. There was no other reason I heard that sound. That was the presence. Because I could hear the sound of them blinking. Keiichi Maebara, there's no way you could hear that. It was mostly instinct than anything else that was warning me of the presence. Common sense was telling me that it was just my imagination. It was just my imagination. There's nobody behind me. I began to erase the mental image of an eerie figure standing behind me. But at the same time, I asked myself, if there was nobody, then what was I feeling? As an uncomfortable sensation called up my spine. Thank you, by the way. Congratulations on TEMPUS. Thank you, Jeff Star. Thank you. You guys are excited, I'll be excited. I'll join you. That's good, I'm glad. Thank you. Actually, and also thank you for the magenta super chat. Wouldn't it be better if there was somebody there? If there was somebody there when he turned around, would you be able to accept that? I'd be able to answer all those questions just by looking behind me. But I didn't have enough courage to even do that simple task. You wanna hear me blinking? Can you hear? Yeah. So that's what he's hearing. You can hear it. I told you I have good eyelashes. You can't actually hear it. He said it. I was giving it. You hate me. You hate me. You don't fucking love me. You hate me. It was a random thought. I didn't care how I went about it. Just so long as I didn't have to turn around. Go record yourself blinking. You'll hear it. If I had calmed down and thought about it, I would have known that I wouldn't have solved anything. Oh no, you said ill to me. You hate me. Who is it? I spoke in such a hoarse, broken voice, I couldn't believe it was my own. I could almost feel them contemplating their response. I felt it. There's no way I should be able to do that. Calm down, Keiichi. It's all in your head. No problem. That time, I was certain I heard it. As if I hesitantly tried to answer my inquiry, I was certain I could hear the sound of somebody inhaling. I heard was a girl. A young girl. I didn't know who, but a tiny stick of courage in me, or however reckless it was, inspired a primal yet fitting solution to this current predicament. A scream. All the force of my body released from my lungs and through my throat, ceasing all thought processes in my head. Suppressing all thoughts and emotions, I began to collapse like a house of cards, somehow managing to twist my body and look back as I did so. It was definitely there. Right there. Somebody was there. To the moment I turned around, until I brought the air behind me into my field of vision, they were definitely there. Pulling me up, my eyes chased the remnants of the presence suspended in the empty space. They couldn't be. They were invisible. They looked like they were there. But were they actually standing there? As I screamed, all the emotions I was holding back burst free in a violent wave. However, I was decidedly calm as my emotional dam collapsed. The turbulent wave of pent-up emotions was skillfully diverted to a torrent of aggression. The emotion was definitely required to extricate myself from the bizarre situation happening right in front of me. In my state of heightened lucidity, I entrusted my body to the fury. The metal bat held firm in right hand as drawn there by a magnet. The mid-level sleeve would be the hardest attack to dodge. I remembered reading something like that from a book about swordsmanship or something. I brandished my will to fight. The after-image of the amalgamation of metal flashed as it swung from left to right, beating against the entryway. The bat slammed into the right wall, the tip rebounding violently. Very calmly, I transferred the force of the rebound into a sweep to the left. The door of the shoe cupboard was split into pieces. The two swings whipped through the empty space. They seemed to have great psychological impact on the enemy. I could feel the panic emanating from that space. The attack wasn't the only thing required. I extracted the bat from the cupboard it was embedded in and screamed as I spun my entire body around in a large arc. My scream shook the air, imbuing ferocious wings even with more destructive power. Creak. Without mercy or restraint, my violent strike, with a certainly fatal force behind it, shattered the top of the cupboard. None of my attacks struck the enemy, but my ferocity had certainly seemed to impact them. Do I scare you? It's okay. I'm okay.
It's more like for I have trouble doing basic speaking.
Shh. Breathing heavily. My entire body soaked in sweat. The invisible enemy there, but not there, dispersed.
I refuse to record if I'm gonna bother people, so I already have stuff set up, so it's like nearly impossible to hear me.
When I was certain that the enemy had retreated, I locked the front door and latched the chain. No way. I'd only been retreating and was now inside my house. Once again, I channeled my aggression and searched the house for the presence. But it was gone. I had succeeded in fending it off. At that moment, the tension drained from my body and I let out a deep sigh of relief. All of the emotions I'd been holding back chaotically merged together and began to flood out. A hodgepodge of fear, accomplishment, and a disbelief all mixed together began to flow through my body. Unable to deal with each individual feeling, I beat them all back with the strongest exhaustion. Even in this moment, I remained composed. After checking that all the doors of the house were locked, I went to my room on the second floor and closed the curtains. I straightened my back and tilted my head back a little. After clearing my mind of all idle thoughts, I managed to calm down even more. What was that at the front door? There was definitely something there. Thinking about it, maybe it was just an apparition I dreamt of in my confused state. But I really didn't think that was the case. Calm down. Keiichi. Compose yourself. But no matter how calm I thought about it, what just happened wasn't a figment of my imagination. It was obviously a supernatural phenomenon. And without a doubt, something was behind me. It wasn't some sort of illusion I saw in this, and my confusion, disorientation. Proof. I just want peace. When I asked, who is it? They inhaled as if they were about to answer. That sound had clearly reached my ears. The situation I was in right now was still unclear. Either I'd been possessed with a supernatural phenomenon known as Ogyuu-sama's curse, or this was the ruse of the villagers who believed in it and were imitating it. Either way, their motives were still unclear. The roundabout way it had been done was also still a mystery. If it was perpetrated by humans, that would mean admitting that it was Ren and the rest of them doing it, but that would be solvable. The way she saw and the rest of the place would surely arrest my enemy. But if it was a manifestation of Ogyuu-sama's curse, I wonder what would happen. Ogyuu-san very clearly declared that curses didn't exist. Are you scared? At that time, those words are pretty dependable. But as things were now, the rising possibility that the perpetrators are not human, it suddenly seemed quite unreliable. If I told Oishi-san this is the work of Ogyuu-sama's curse, what would happen? I couldn't imagine his reaction. There. But I would go with that question, the void would expand rapidly between myself and Oishi-san. With me having so few allies to begin with, and not being able to confidently declare whether or not this was a curse or not, there's no merit in doing that. I better keep the facts of what just happened at the doorway to myself. It'd be better if I didn't add what happened here to the memo behind the clock. There was still the ever so slight possibility. But I was actually confused when I thought I was composed, and I was just going berserk in the entryway. How wonderful would that be if that was really what happened? I would be able to refute Ogyuu-sama's curse. But if I denied Ogyuu-sama's curse, then that would mean that admitting Rena and the rest were the perpetrators. I said that Rena and the rest weren't perpetrators, and that would mean believing Ogyuu-sama's curse. But denying both of those, that would be admitting that I myself was losing it. The three options from which I couldn't choose became a trilemma of sorts. They mixed together and formed a whirlpool in my mind, making my head spin. Once again, I straightened myself and leaned my head back slightly to cool myself down. Calm down, Keiichi. Accept what has actually happened as reality. Stop thinking of anything more than that. But I couldn't help but think of that. How wonderful it would be if it turned out that I was delirious, and everything up until now was a figment of my imagination. Ogyuu-sama's curse wouldn't exist, and I would still be the bestest of buddies with her and the rest. I would have to be crazy. That was the first time in my life I'd ever wished for a thing. The phone rang noisily downstairs. Did that get you? Generally, there were no calls for me, so I never really answered the phone much. But since my parents were here, I had no choice. I screamed out the bed and went downstairs. Hello, this is my bar residence. Keiichi? This is Mom. I intuitively had a bad feeling about this. It was because I thought she was going to ask me to go out and buy some things. So I took the initiative. What? I don't mind having instant noodles for dinner. Please have more than instant noodles, please. There's still a lot of them. Or added, like, protein to it. I'll protect you guys, don't worry. The other day, we went out as a family and bought a whole case of cup noodles. What? Bro, get some food. I wanted to get a bunch of different kinds, actually. But they refused since the individual packs were expensive. So instead, I got a whole case of mega-sized pork bone and ginger-flavored ones that I liked. But my parents don't like strong flavors and didn't touch any of them. So the cupboards were still full of them. So, you see, there really isn't any need to go shopping, right? Keiji, I'm not asking you to go shopping. Both Mommy and Daddy have to go to Tokyo right now because of work. Huh? Right now? This was really abrupt. No, we're already here. We left this afternoon. Bro, they didn't tell him till now. He's here alone. It's quite a distance from Tokyo to Hinamizawa. Leaves and goes to work after their son says, if I die, suddenly, at the middle of the night. Jesus. But I guess you can only see it in hindsight, right? I guess. They're not that bad. But they're definitely good. But that's like it's for everything. You can never see the signs. That's why you shouldn't want to take stuff for granted. Dad had a license. But since he doesn't like the highway, they likely took the train. I'm thinking you might understand since you heard us speaking last night, but it has to do with Daddy's contract. Right now, things aren't going so smoothly. Now that she mentioned it, I did remember they all talked that time about how the job prospects weren't looking so good. Don't say that, Patrick! Patrick? Well, he's dead. Daddy is really sensitive about things like this, so if we leave things as they are, it will affect his work. Part of my father's particular fragile artistic personality, his emotions change as easily as the fall sky. Me too. You could also just say you couldn't take criticism. I can take it. I think if you're mean about it, then I'm hurt. But something like that can be done over the phone. Keiji, this is your father's job, so you need to support him, please. Anyway, it's just faster to talk about it in person, so there wouldn't be any misunderstandings. As their son, there was nothing more I could say once they started talking about work. So we'll be back tomorrow night. Keiji, will you be fine on your own? Tomorrow night? It's not like I'll die or anything. Keiji, you shouldn't speak so lightly of dying. If there's something troubling you, just talk to us. I believe Mommy will be able to help out. Yesterday, I did bring up if I died rather abruptly, so I suppose you're a little worried. Oh wait, what's this? Oh my god! Oh my god! Watch without me for now. I'm almost done with this stream. If you want, but if it interrupts, if I arrive... Fuck you! You hate me, bitch! Sorry, I'm talking to Battle. God damn it, you're right. Damn it, tell him to delay. And not I can at least watch on it. Is he doing public? Remember. Okay, so we're near the end of this. Okay. Making time. Also, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, George Martinez. I know I thought 10 voice acting lines are actually the game. Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Look at a lucky invite. But really, I was more depressed with the fact that nothing would be solved by telling them. But I didn't plan on dying. I mean, really? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't plan on dying. At least not while I knew nothing. I would never allow it. What? No, I don't want him to delay for me. Okay. Higurashi players. Higurashi. Wait, we've got 30 minutes, right? Shit. If we speed by, we can get it. I think we got 30 minutes left. I think I have 15, 30 minutes left. But just go without me if you need, okay? Promise? I'm gonna speed. Okay. This just means I won't be... You'll see. I won't die. I won't. I'll survive even if I have to numb out. Oh my god. Yeah. See you then. Tomorrow morning, make sure to wake up. And eat your breakfast. And don't forget to take a bath and brush your teeth. Yeah, see ya. The call ended like that. Let's see how far we get. Sometimes my parents went off to Tokyo for business meetings. It'd only be easier if I could play it tomorrow. You have no idea how difficult it is to get certain games. You have no idea. You have no idea. Sometimes my parents went off to Tokyo for business meetings. But Tokyo was far away. Home felt please. What? They normally did things by phone. Times they did go were normally planned out in advance, but it never happened this suddenly. I couldn't say that the circumstance didn't feel strange, or rather... unnatural. What do you say? He can't wait to leave us just like Keiichi's parents. Oh. No marriage perms for any of you, dude. Fuck off. Anyway, I only needed to recognize the reality of the situation. That tonight, I was only in this house. And we can probably finish it up. I'll see if I can, like, argue for something. Then that's when my parents came back from work. I think I'm missing. Vanished. There's only, like, 2 scenes left, I think. I think are big. Looking back on the series of events of the previous 5 years involving Shirasoma's curse, I wouldn't seem that strange at all. Come to think of it, it was getting pretty late. No one had marriage perms, but now I've got you thinking in your head about it. It was getting pretty late. I didn't think it was good the only light in the only house was my room on the 2nd floor. It's a fucking joke anyway. Yeah, as if you guys would fucking marry me. Shut the fuck up. It was the same as broadcasting to the enemy that my parents are gone and that this is their chance. I don't think I'm the streamer people come to. They're just like, I need to fuck him. They're just like, silly little guy. First, I ran to the living room, put on the lights, and turned on the TV to a reassuring volume. Next was the study. I suddenly turned on the lights and some music. With this, on the outside, it looked like my parents are here. Me when I'm lonely. Once again. Okay, okay. Okay. Tell me when time up. Once again, I went through the house, checking to see if there's anything left unlocked. When I saw the veranda and the laundry still hanging out there, I went pale. I would have made it too obvious. He's so paranoid right now. I snatched in the laundry haphazardly and erased all traces that my mother wasn't there. It should be fine now. The garage! They hadn't gone all the way to the Tokyo by car, but they had to go up to the Okinomiya station. The garage was empty, wide open, in plain sight. This was not good! I panicked and rushed out to the back to close the normally open large garage door. It should be fine now. I need to get the paper! Boy is losing it. Mom always gets the paper. Since left it in the afternoon, the evening paper was still out there. My premonition was correct. I pulled out everything from the mailbox and dropped it in the entryway. But this, for sure this time, it should be fine. I don't want to wait till next... We'll see. I will see. I don't want to wait the next Sunday to do stuff again. Come to think of it, leaving the cupboard busted like that for my little freakout was kind of bad. I would be paranoid. I just say I tripped and fell and the bat I was holding smashed into it. Bro, that's a bit more swingy than you tripping and falling. Even so, just leaving it in its current state wasn't good. I should clean it up a little before Mom gets back and scolds me. Higurashi. I remember that there was a broom and dustpan in the closet. A lot of the games I play are very, like, you do not play it often, so there's, like, it's new grounds. So either the VOD goes down, or it's just, like, it's very hard to play them. So I was going to get them, the phone rang once again. So I have to, like, plan things out, like, weeks in advance for some things. Hello, this is the Maibara residence. Oh, is this Keiichi-kun? Is your mother on? She isn't here at the moment. Dude, you Maibara! Don't feel that your parents are gone. Oh, but still, calm down and take care of it. I think she'll be back soon. That wasn't a good response either. They might say they'll call again or to tell them when she'll call comes back. That's fine. It wasn't anything important. Oh, then, sorry for the bother. The scenario here didn't play out, eliciting a sigh of relief. That call was unfortunate in more ways than one. I had to deal with more telephone calls coming in from my parents tonight. I somehow was able to deal with the phone call just now, but I couldn't continue to rely on such poor improvisation. Improvisation? Thanks for watching me. Thank you. I appreciate it. It makes me happy. I needed to make up a good story to explain that my parents were home, but couldn't answer the phone at the moment. I want to make you guys happy too. But to do that, I need to make myself a bit happier. We'll get there. They're making some I'm gonna cook you. They were making tempura and couldn't step away right now. That wasn't good enough. They were sick and went to bed because they weren't feeling well. Was that going to be safe enough? I was thinking about it on the way back to my room when the phone rang once again.
We are being made, brothers!
It was like they were calling because they knew I was going to lie. I didn't want to pick up, but I knew I had to. I suspect my parents were here. I should have just taken the phone off the hook from the pretense, and I didn't realize it was. But since the phone rang, I had to pick it up. I prepared myself and lifted the receiver. Hello? I stopped announcing this is the Maibara residence. I had no reason to be kind to someone I didn't know the identity of. True. But unlike my uncouth voice, the person on the other side sounded goofy and lighthearted. Hello, my apologies for calling so late. This is Oishi from Ogyuu bookstore. Oishi-san?
Is that you, my... Wait. Domo. Hello, my apologies for calling so late. This is Higurashi from Ogyuu bookstore. Is that you, Maibara-san? Good evening. Good evening. Are you doing well?
Wait just a moment, please. I grabbed the portable handset and rushed up to my room with it. It was the same no matter where I was since there was no one home. But I wanted to be in a spot that felt a bit safer than speaking on the phone with Oishi-san. Sorry for the wait.
Domo. I had to do that thing, domo, to get it. Domo. A lot of things. Anything changed since then?
Since then? When was that exactly? There's something about the brazen way he talked that rubbed me the wrong way. He's kind of an asshole, yes.
Domo.
you walk in the dark alley.
Domo.
That was the last time I spoke with Oishi-san. 2 days ago. Oh my goodness. The day I stayed home from school, I met Oishi-san on the way back from the hospital, and we headed into town for lunch and had a talk. Thank you, by the way. It's hard to get his voice right. And after that, Ren and Mion came to check up on me. Whenever I spoke with Oishi-san, they always knew about it. Okay, wait. If we're not gonna make it to the end anyways, we should probably just stop now, then I'll try to see if I can, like, finish it up. Like, tomorrow, if possible. I doubt it. It was like this the first time I met him. But it's more like for me, because I want to finish it. Today's phone call may be well found out by then. You usually have 2 more hours, right? Okay, that's what I thought. Hello?
Can you hear me, Maibara-san?
Maybe after this scene. No, 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 no. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Need to nap anyway. Yeah, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. I don't want to keep him waiting. I don't want to keep him waiting too long. And if we're not going to get too far, you might as well stop here. I'll see if I can play it. Well, you prefer me to play on the weekends, right? Right? Is that what you did the preference? I would play it tomorrow if I could, but that'd be for myself. Ooh. Weekend is better. Okay. Okay, okay. Well, keep up. Keep up. We're almost done. I'll play it, like, in your night. Higurashi Grill. I wish I have to, I'd have to, like, put it on my schedule. Like, some things I'm locked in to doing, if that makes sense. So it's just like, ooh. Especially certain things. So I really have to plan it out, but I guess it's like the thing you sow when you try to play like fighting games or like VNs, right? It's another thing if I'm trying to play, I want to play Fall Guys. I want to probably play whenever, but like something else that's not usually played, it might be difficult. So it's always been difficult like that for me. But I'll add more games like what Stanley Parable or whatever one day if you guys want. That's it. It's difficult managing that and also managing my personal life. Okay. Okay. Next week's gonna be really busy. Yes. I think I'm gonna see if I can take as much time off as possible while also streaming because I need to get a lot of work done. Jess, thank you for the 5 gifted. And unfortunately, that work just happens to be something I'm very anxious with. So we're singing in cover, so I need to dedicate time to it. That's all. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming. I'm sorry we couldn't finish it today, but we'll finish it up soon. We'll see what we can do though. And then next week we should finish Higurashi chapter 1. Have fun with battle. Yes, thank you. I don't want to keep him waiting. Oh my! Stop! 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 I'll keep the music on this. Okay. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you for the magenta again, Chef Star. Thank you. Thank you. You were here at the beginning too. A lot of you here at the beginning. Some of you came in last month. Some of you came in the month before. Regardless, I hope you do whatever you want, whether you like watching me or not. Just do what you want. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine here. I am fine. I'm glad I'm alive. Sometimes I'll get upset. But that's the thing I sort of operate with. Is he streaming it? Is he streaming it public or member? See, Gava's battle. And she, bitch. How am I gonna read into that? Wait, okay. Battle. Let me call him. Let me okay. Wait, if he makes it public and then makes it membership after, can we redirect into that? Wait, maybe. Huh. I don't know. Let me ask him. I'll call. Hi. Wait, you're muted. You're on stream, but you're muted. What? Wait. God. Yeah, I am on stream, but you're muted. Don't worry. Hi. It's fine if they hear me. It's fine. What am I going to talk about? That's okay. Wait. Battle, make your stream public and then let me redirect into it. That's it. Shit, I don't. They'll get kicked out. They'll get kicked out after you turn it to member again. Yeah, I'm open. You're not. What are you talking? What are you? Do you want to be on stream for a second? I don't understand what you're talking about. Wait, you're already streaming on membership. Oh, then it's not possible. Don't worry about it. I thought you hadn't started it yet. Why are you yelling at me for? Yeah, I'm gonna join. I'm ending it. I don't want to. You're already waiting for me, so I don't want to take more time. So I'll just finish it up, whatever next day. It's crazy. It's you know it's the VN. It's like 2 hours more. You should watch. Oh my god! But didn't you want to watch with me? fuck do you want? Oh, I don't have to be there. Oh. Is that how it is? I don't have to be there? Well, not happy enough to want me there. Yes, I'm thinking. I'll just gonna go watch you if we already started. if I kept it on, imagine there's like I love Higurashi, then suddenly there's a fucking argument. You can unmute me. You could. I have you muted for the sanctity of your memberships. Oh, thanks. Okay, I'll be right there. Yeah, I'll join you. You already stopped and... I want to be there with you because you're there! Alright, see you in a minute. Bitch. Bitch, fuck you.